Hey, how you doing, guys? We are live, and we have a packed stream for you guys today with my man Zay in the building. Let's get into it, you guys. What's going on, you guys? Quick announcements. Cop the merch at ZeusXPodcastStore.com. Again, cop the merch at ZeusXPodcastStore.com. Any donations, send it to $ Zeus X Unplugged. Again, that's $ Zeus X Unplugged via Cash App. All donations are appreciated and do help with the podcast. Helps with upgrading of equipment and getting the studio. Also, you guys, if you need any collaborations, send an email to ZeusXunplugged@gmail.com. That's ZeusXunplugged@gmail.com. Without further ado, ladies, introduce yourself, and Zay, you're gonna go last. Okay? Ladies, tell everybody your name, your age, social media tag, relationship status, and what you do for a living. And we're gonna start with Paige.
Hey, I'm Paige. My social media tag is _Shorty Paige DAT_SHAWTY -PAIJE. I'm 25. I'm single, and yeah.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a medical assistant at Mount Sinai Hospital.
Okay. Next we're gonna do with Stella. I can't hear you. Hold on, Stella. Go ahead now, Stella. Sorry. Start again now.
My name's
Back to the show.
I'm from Chicago, years old. I'm also in a relationship, and my social media is Stella_the MT. You can follow me there. You can follow my Zen Therapy massage page also on Instagram. And therapist, and I also work at a restaurant as well.
What kind of massages are you giving?
I do relaxation, deep tissue. I do like express massage as well. Gonna add some more modalities to the price list, and we're gonna get some other things coming out soon for the fall.
Okay. All right. At least I guess no guys getting happy endings, huh?
Nah.
you only do female massages or
I work on male and female.
Oh, okay. All
yeah.
Right. And your relationship status?
What was that?
Your relationship status?
Oh, I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to. We're gonna start with Queen.
Oh, me, Kina.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Kina. I'm from. You said where I'm from, right?
Yeah. Where you from?
I'm from Harlem, and I'm 29. I'm single.
Harlem.
And I work for outpatient for mental illness. And
Okay.
What else you said?
You said your relationship status. You said you're single. All right, that was it. Let me ask you though. Since you're new to the show, how long have you been single for?
I'm trying to think. Like a year.
Like a year. What happened in your last relationship? What made you end it? What's one reason why you ended it? One reason why he ended it?
We grew apart.
You grew apart? But why did you end it? Who ended it? You and him?
Me. I finally grew balls. Yeah.
I figured you. Is it?
I had to. After 8 years, I'm like, it's over. It's done. It's quiet.
What did he do wrong?
He wasn't growing up with me. I just got mature, and he wasn't growing with me, and it just was uncomfortable. Like you were saying on other podcast.
He had the Benjamin Button syndrome?
Huh?
He had the Benjamin Button syndrome?
Yeah.
So Aaron, what's something that you did wrong in that relationship? That you could work on that?
Being aggressive.
Aggressive. Oh shit.
Yeah, being aggressive, because I was forcing him to be a man and he wasn't ready. So like force. Yeah, like you can't force anything. You gotta go. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
So let me ask you a question. So you used to get you was resentful towards him and lost respect for him?
Over the time, yeah.
Yeah, I typically have this. I just wanted to see for my own data collection purposes.
But because I was listening to what you were saying the other day, and that's exactly what you're saying. It's like, dang, I felt what you were saying because I experienced it for 8 years. You know what I'm trying to say? So over the time, everything you were saying, I was just like, that's me. Like 8 years and I just grew up, but I'm just like, this is crazy. But that's another story. But
I only speak facts. The other guy, I didn't catch your name.
She don't want to. She don't want to. She don't really want to speak. Be too much into this right now. She's just here right
Well,
now.
at least introduce yourself if you're on the camera.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Emily. Hi, everybody.
Okay. Are you single?
Single, sexy, and free.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I teach special education.
Huh?
I teach special education.
Oh, special education. Okay. And what's the other one? In your age?
31.
31. All right. Next. All right. Last but not least, Zay. Introduce yourself to everybody you are.
I like the little sound effects. I'm Zay DBE.
Only right.
I'm from upstate New York. I currently live in East Africa. I'm a dating specialist.
Okay.
My Instagram and stuff like that is Zay_DBE.
Okay.
And tell them about your book, man. Come on. Tell them about your book, man. Let's not sell yourself short.
My books, my ebook, I only got one book. It's an ebook. It's a text ebook. Teaches men how to text women because, for some reason, a lot of guys have a problem with texting women. So I created an ebook. It is going to end up being for free. Maybe in the next month, I'm going to give away for free. But right now, you can get on there at zaydb.com.
All right. And where are you at right now?
I'm in East Africa. I live in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa.
My boy in an exotic place right now. All right. So going to the first question. Ladies, what's 5 things you require from a man? We're gonna start with. Let's start with Queen first. No, let's start with Queen's friend first, since she went last. Give her AirPods so I can hear her.
5 things I require from a man.
Yeah, there we go. Talk a little louder too. Stop screaming in the microphone.
Am I talking loud?
She got. Well, you next to me because you both got AirPods in.
For him to already.
A little louder, maybe.
For him to already have a job, not live with his mother, know how to treat a woman, not have any kids that are under 5, baby drama, and to know how to handle this.
I know how to handle this. Well, that's kind of an ambiguous term. What do you mean by handle this?
Like in every aspect, when a man loves a woman.
Oh, you mean sexually then?
Every way, sexually, every which way you taking me out, knowing everything.
Are you too much to handle?
Period. I don't know. I know my love handles are too much to handle, but what woman's not too much to handle? We come with a lot. We're emotional creatures.
Period.
That's actually a fact. That's actually a fact.
Mm-hmm.
So you said have a job, and you said have a job. What's the other one? Just make sure I have it written down.
Not live with his mom. To have his own place. No children under 5.
Why no children under 5?
Because it still come with baby mama drama. Like if your kids are under 5, I feel like that's a situation that most people who came out of a relationship or just finished dealing with.
A little louder on that last one. A little louder.
I feel like men who just came out of a relationship where they're dealing with the mother of their children, it's still fresh. So women are not going to just let that go so easily. There's a family involved. So they're not really sure. They're going back and forth. And I don't got time to feel like I'm the third wheel or to be the third wheel in a relationship.
Okay. You guys can hear me good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you good. I got a question. You say you need a job. How much you need to make?
Okay. Above the minimum average that it takes to live in New York City, because New York City is expensive.
So how much? Let's keep it tangible.
I would say minimum 100K.
Oh, I knew it.
I knew it too. I already knew it.
I didn't even need to ask. I just wanted to hear it. I didn't even need to ask.
You put the big score, right? Okay. And all right. And just for let's go into next queen. Which 5 things you require in a man?
Stability, trust,
You said therapy?
No, stability. Sorry, trust. I want an independent man. I want a man that has goals, and I want a man to be like above me, like doing more than me, like just on a different level.
He's superior to you.
Yeah, like that's how I look at things. You know, that could teach me something because I be teaching every guy I date. I teach them every guy something, and you know, and I can't. It's too much. I ain't got no kids. So.
Stability, independent, and ambitious and above me.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have trust because you know you can't trust these people nowadays. But these men, the ones that I be dating, maybe it's my choices because you know sometimes you got to reflect on yourself. But okay, is it me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
okay. Give me 1 second. You said trust, right?
Yeah.
So by trust, what do you mean by trust?
I want to be able to trust him. Like we could trust each other because that's a lot of things. That's what plays a role into relationships. Trust, like in every aspect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep it tangible. Give me 2 aspects you need. Answer Zay's first though. Go ahead, Zay.
You know, you said I heard you say earlier. You said that you're too aggressive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think because you're too aggressive, you keep getting guys that are not aggressive because you are already the aggressive one? Those, you know, not saying aggressive, but like you're basically the masculine. You know, you want a guy that's above you. Usually, that's going to be a masculine man. Do you think because it's your energy, which is why you keep attracting those low tier men?
No, because that I was only in one relationship like that where I was aggressive. After that, I tried to be submissive, and I was too submissive. So like they was more the aggressive. They was aggressive. So like that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not what I'm choosing. It's just maybe the men I'm choosing in general. Maybe I gotta step out of my comfort zone. You know.
But how are you too submissive?
I was too nice. Like meaning I wasn't like. I don't want to get into too much details, but you know sometimes the way a man speaks to you means everything. You know, it's not what you say; it's how you say it. So that's what I mean by aggressive.
No, but so the other thing you did. My bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The other thing you did say is you said that you teach every man that you with. So
I guide them, and I try to help them.
No, but that's you being in your masculine though. If you guide every man that you with, and you teaching them, so that's why I asked you that question.
I get you. Damn,
son, where'd you find this?
Wait.
You got it on your neck now.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because
is he the only one asking questions?
Yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. Too.
Is he what's his name? Mr. Zay?
My name is Zay. You talking about me, right? Zay. You talking about me, right? Me?
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Zay.
Zay. Is Zay the only one asking questions, Zeus?
No, Zeus is asking questions as well.
I said, is Zay
No, we're both asking questions. I'm asking questions. He's asking questions.
Yeah.
No,
I'm just going off basically what y'all saying.
He's a special guest.
So it's both of you guys asking
Yeah.
questions?
This is my podcast. Listen. This is my podcast. He's a special guest. And he has his own podcast. He does his own thing as well, though.
Okay, so I'll wait to hold my question.
He does his own
ask questions. Don't worry, y'all can ask us questions too. Well, we want that. We need interaction. We want to hear.
Well, I wasn't honestly.
For y'all near the end, just so you guys know, okay? But go ahead. As you guys have questions, you go a little bit too though.
Okay, so all right. So my first relationship that I was in, it was more. I was the like. I wasn't. He was more the aggressor, and then like I got into a relationship, being used to this relationship, and I got into a new relationship, and I took that energy to the next one. So I was more aggressive, and he was more calm. And then after I was like, you know what? Maybe it's just me. So I just like, let me try to be submissive. And when I tried to be submissive, it was just more like they try to control the situation. Even if they're more aggressive, it's more like, okay, I still feed their goals. I'm still helping them. I'm still guiding them. That's what I mean by that. Wasn't masculine as in like trying to take control. They was more trying to control and just talk to me with aggression. Yeah, sorry. I'm a little lit right now. Excuse me. But yeah.
I feel was good.
I feel was popping, man.
Wait,
I feel in the comments.
Oh, it's comments going on. What they saying? I can't even see it.
Everybody go follow his page at After Kingdom on YouTube.
The comments say they're making 100K and they're available for me.
Say it again.
says they're making 100K, they available for me.
So let me ask you. You said he was too controlling, Queen.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he was to be your leader, wouldn't he need to be controlling to a degree?
No, like in certain areas, you can't be too controlling, you know. So yeah, certain areas, like to a certain degree, like you're saying, but too controlling, you know, like too controlling.
So I mean, one of the major components of leading is you need to be in control, right? So if you know, let's use logic here, right? If a man is supposed to lead you, he's essentially responsible for you. Does that make sense? But if he's responsible for you, that means he needs to have authority over you. And for him to have authority over you, he has to have some type of control over you. So you can't have see how they all work together like a well-oiled engine. You can't have one without the other, right? For him to have leadership over you, he needs to have control and authority over you, right? That way he can be responsible for you, right? And he can adequately lead you the right way. So think about it like a child. If you had a child in your care that didn't adhere to your authority, that you couldn't control, well, then you couldn't lead the child, right? The child would do whatever they want to do. There's no leadership there. So it wouldn't make sense.
He's not calling you a child. He's not calling you a child.
We didn't have this conversation. We didn't have this conversation in the inbox because everybody was taking things personally. He just speaking in just some relationship status. I understand, trust me. Not one of those.
But what do you think about what I just said?
I agree with you, but I feel like when control, like, I don't like to get into too much detail, but I know when somebody's trying to take full control, like I let a man lead, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to the way you speak to me and certain things, you know how you speak to me, it's to the point, okay, I got a good story.
There we go. Let's talk about it.
I got a good story. So I used to like, if a man talked to me, like, you know, like with a little bass in his voice or certain, like really aggressive, I might match energy, but I'm like, okay, I'm trying something new. I'm dating somebody I actually like, and you know what I'm talking about. So, and he comes to my house and we just like, you know, hanging out or whatever. And he talked to me with like a little like rudeness, like disrespect to me. And I felt uncomfortable. I just looked at him because I'm used to acting a certain way. I'm like, you know what? I'm trying something new. He looked at me and was just like, okay. Like he looked at me and walked out my house, got in his car. As he like 5 minutes within getting his car, he called me, was like, you know what? I'm not going to talk to you like that. Like you're mad sweet. I'm not going to talk to you like that. Because in my head, I'm like, I'm never talking to this man again. Because I went through abusive relationship. So let me just get to that point. I was in an abusive relationship. So it's like, I don't take that. You know, I don't take that. You know, so like he understood where he was coming from. So it's not like, so that's what I'm saying, like by being controlling, he didn't realize like I'm a sweet person, but it's like I got that way because of certain things I went through, but now I'm trying something new.
So
you know,
what did he exactly say that was controlling you?
It wasn't controlling. It was more like just like aggressive, like very aggressive. Like he because I know I started with controlling, but it's just the way he was saying. I can't remember what it was. It was last summer, but it was just like he was very aggressive to me and he just controlled like the situation, try to control our whole relationship overall. But I had to stand my ground as if like, you know, certain things I should be able to do like without you just assuming like I'm just a good girl, 100%. You know.
So I would argue, right? For a man to properly lead you and adequately be a leader in a relationship, he needs to have control, right? A man's job is to make sure that you don't compromise the integrity of the relationship, right? Because women tend to do a lot of things that basically puts the relationship at risk and will risk his attraction towards you, right? Because you may be doing, you know, depending on what you're doing, it could be various things, twerking on cars and other people's videos, or you know, on Instagram, doing all kind of silly shit, right? So his job as a man is to make sure that you're not doing things that will, again, put him in basically embarrassing, right? Because women do a lot of things that they don't see themselves that is quite frankly embarrassing to men. And so it may seem controlling to you, but he's just trying to be in control of his reality, right? In control of his life. And if he's taking you as a responsibility, then I got to make sure that you're not doing stupid shit, right?
But he knows that I'm a good girl.
Aggressive because he's a man, right? So as a man, being masculine in itself is aggressive. That's why when a woman says she's masculine or she's an alpha female, it's just a dress up for I'm masculine, right? An aggressive woman, masculinity is a dominant trait. You seen her live with the other girl. You see how masculine she was? She was trying to dominate the conversation. It's a dominant trait. You can't turn it on and off, right? even if you try to hide it or for a few days or a few dates or a few weeks, at a certain point, as soon as you get angry with that guy, it's gonna shine because it's in you already. You cannot tone it down once you have it, right? And that's the problem with a lot of women, right? The other girl, if you've seen in the last live, she was saying that she she went through a lot, but it's like that's the problem, right? Adversity, although it builds men, it destroys women. And when y'all go through a lot, whether you go through a lot being a single mom, go through a lot of bullshit in life, it destroys you. It destroys your femininity little by little, right? Because now you have to adapt, and by adapting, you become a lot of times masculine, and so it becomes hard to deal with women. That's why when they get older, it's a headache a lot of times, because the older you are, the less coachable you are, right? The more you want to do what you want to do, and not want to listen to what a man got to say, right? I remember I used to be a district manager, right, in a retail store, and when the worst issue for me was training old employees, was retraining old employees. I prefer new employees. Why? New employees were more coachable. They would adhere to your new rules. They would try to follow them as best as possible. They didn't typically pick up bad habits right away. It was easy to get the message conveyed to them. Whereas an older employee, they still had bad habits that they developed in other jobs, other situations. So they try to break. So they don't want to abandon them. Does that make sense? So a lot of times when you women go through things that I go through, it makes you masculine, and unfortunately, it becomes a strain on a relationship a lot of times, which I don't see. And when women say that I'm working on myself by getting other things like a bag and all this other nonsense, what you should be working on is your behavior, is your attitude.
Absolutely.
Right? A lot of women do have a bad attitude towards men because women look at men
drop the link
as a luxury and not as a necessity. That's the problem nowadays. Anybody got a comment about what I just said, or?
Afi said drop the link. He'll think he want to get in if you're gonna let him get in.
Oh yeah, I got him. Hold on, I got you right now. Give me 1 second. And Shorty, he said he makes 300K.
And he live in Cali. He
got all 5 qualifications. It's more than just 100K.
All 5 qualifications. You know what? We're gonna let y'all talk if you get on the if you get on the link.
I mean, I forgot to come in the building. Oh man.
I might just see if I could join.
But from her story of what she said, the controlling thing, it don't really sound like she got a problem with being controlled or being led. It sounds like she got a problem with somebody telling her or talking with bass in her voice. Like I got a question for you. Did you live with an authority figure, like a male? Did you have a male figure in the house telling you what to do? Have you ever?
Never. I was the one. Sorry.
Huh?
I was the one. I let my whole household. Like I was the mother figure in my household of 6 kids.
Okay.
Of 6 kids, and I'm the 4th child, so I'm not the oldest. But
what did I just say?
I still lead the whole household, and my mom was a single parent, like Zeus said. Like so, that's why I could agree with what you were saying.
Yeah.
So that's why, that's just why I got that personality.
Yeah, so that's why, like, when he was talking to you and he was getting his bass in his voice, and you were trying to be, I guess, submissive to him, you like, what the fuck is this? You never even heard nobody even talk to you with bass in their voice before. You didn't even grow up like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I did because I was in an abusive relationship when I was 17. That's my first relationship was abusive. That man that took my life. Like, I don't mind talking about it up here, but that man that took my life. So, like, I'm used to that, but it's like in general, I'm just transformation. And like you said, working on my own behavior because I always sit down and reflect on myself. I don't just sit here and be like, what he did, no, what I did wrong. I don't blame people. I hate blaming people.
No, what he's saying is
another story.
What he's saying is a lot of women never had to what's the word for it? Concede to positive masculine energy. Right? You're talking about abuse. But abuse is something separate. Let's totally different. What I'm talking about is what he's saying is you grew up in a household without a dad, right? So even during your most instrumental years of growing up, right? You didn't grow up having to submit to any masculine energy. You grew up around other feminine energy, right? Who your mother herself was also masculine, no disrespect to your mother, right? So, and I had a single mother too, so right. So you've never had to concede to masculine energy. You don't even know what that looks like. The most you've seen was a toxic situation, but that's not the same thing, right? So now you have to as a grown woman take accountability and make yourself now be able to concede to a man, right? Be able to respect the man and understand him telling you something in a certain tone is him trying to make sure that he protects what he's trying to build with you, what he's trying to make happen with you, right? Because you'll see it as control, but he's like, if a guy tell you, hey, listen, I don't want you wearing that dress, it's not because I'm insecure, it's because I don't want you, number one, being for sale outside, right?
I gotta say that about the dress thing. I respect my man. I don't go outside looking like that's one thing. I don't think that it's more like a control. I have more respect for my man than he even would even see it. You know, I just think sometimes men need to grow within themselves, and maybe I just deal with men that's not where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. Maybe my choice that I'm making.
Speaking about the dress thing, I got a question for the whole panel. Do y'all think a man who wants to control what a girl dresses, or thinks a girl thinks of a girl certain type of way based off of her clothing is insecure?
Ooh, I like that.
No.
I want everybody to answer that.
No. I don't think so.
How about wait? First, let's do a show of hands.
I got a follow-up question for that after y'all.
Nah, that's a perfect question, bro. But let's do a show of hands first. Who thinks it's insecure? Raise your hand. Okay. Two. Okay. All right, two. And two, so half is half and half. Okay. Go ahead, Zay. Ask your second question.
So let me ask y'all, okay, this is the second question. Would y'all date a man who goes out and he flashes his money everywhere? He likes to show off his abs and his pecs and shit like that. He likes to take pictures on social media with his shirt off. He likes to wear sweatpants with his dick print short. Would y'all date a man like that? Now answer that question.
Nope.
That's attention.
Wait, show your hands. Show your hands, ladies. Show your hands.
Would you date that? Would you date that?
Show your hands. Show your hands real quick. Show your hands. Who think that's Who think that's a problem?
Date a man who show off. So you like the guys who show off money and like stuff like that, and
all that, show it all off.
No, he means
so you can deal with that.
He means the guy that you're dating. He means that a guy that you're dating,
the man that you dated.
Yes, I know. That's why I got with him, because I fell in love with the print. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So raise your hands, ladies. Raise your hand, ladies. Think that's okay? All right. So only her. Okay. Now you got to follow.
I'm very secure.
As you should.
Now for the girl over there who didn't raise her hand but raised her hand, why wouldn't you date that man?
Queen.
Me? Okay. I don't.
No,
like
wait. Actually, let's start.
The other one. The one she raised her hand. She said it's insecure. She thinks it's insecurity. But then I asked the other question. She didn't raise her hand.
Emily.
What?
He said why?
What, you talking to me or somebody else?
No. The other one in the white.
Paige.
The reason I wouldn't want to be with someone like that, because it's just unattractive, and if you gotta put yourself out there like that, that means you don't have any quality that a person see in you. It's what you have. So people look going for you for what you have, not what's within you.
You got Alpha Kingdom in the building. Turn your camera on, King. Now go ahead, Paige. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, so that's why I wouldn't date someone like that, because that means he doesn't have good qualities. That he flash his money, he gotta show his card, he gotta be doing wilding out in the street. And the reason why I say it's insecure for a man, because a man will look at a girl though, or like a picture of a girl on Instagram showing her ass or half naked, but then don't want their girl looking like that. But that's what you look at, or you're walking down the street with your girl and you're breaking your neck to look at a girl that you don't want me to be in the street looking like. But that's really getting your attention. So that's why I say I feel like it's an insecure thing, because a man will be like, oh, like all on her face or like all her pictures, but then let me go try to put on what she got on. It's gonna be a big problem. But that's what you like, and that's what you're stopping in the streets and breaking your neck for. So
but that's just what we want to fuck. That ain't something we would wife up.
Yeah.
That's just something we want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? So do you want to just be a piece of meat? Okay, so my question is, do you want to just be a piece of meat to us, or do you want to be a wife to us? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a piece of meat. You know?
And I'm gonna say this, right? Also, I think you're getting misconstrued, right? A lot of women tend to think that relationship attraction is the same as, like, they conflate it as the same as sexual attraction, right?
Right.
What a guy will fuck anything, right? She could be the biggest. She could be gang 2 days before he fuck her, right? It doesn't matter. But that don't mean I want my wife to get gang bang, right? A guy will have sex with a porn star. A lot of guys fantasize about it. That don't mean I would wife a porn star, right? There's a big difference there. So just because a guy's liking Instagram, certain type of girls or whatever's going on, that don't mean he'll wife her. He just will have sex with her, right? I think they're seeing it from a female lens, because you're seeing it differently, right? Whereas men see sex like a sport. For us, it's literally just sex. Like, it's like literally, like, it's nothing more than what it is. So the way you're seeing it is kind of wrong. I think it's confusing you, kind of. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you agree, or?
When you put in that logic, it makes sense. When you put in that logic, but overall, but no, looking at it as a big picture, you have to, when you break it down, then it looks like that. But I'm talking about just in general.
I'm
not
happy to oblige.
be looking at the female as a wifey type or just a symbol to go sleep around with. It's just a whole in a general. So yeah.
Okay. So next page, can you answer his question, Paige? Can you ask the question again, Jay?
What?
The question you said you was only asking her the question or about the insecurity?
I think yeah, because she was the only one that answered. The other one, she said that she would date the dude. You know what I'm saying? So
So now, Stella,
Yeah.
tell me five things you look for in a man, or in your current man, or whatever the case may be, or just men in general.
Yeah. When it comes to relationships, I say like the 5 things that are requirements. For one is respect, because I think that's like the foundation of any relationship. Like you have to be able to respect each other. For 2, I look at the person's, I would say like I look for a person that has like a friendly demeanor, someone that, is friendly, that's polite, that speaks well, you know what I'm saying? The approach got to be right. Number 3, another requirement, I would say intelligence, like someone that's smart, that's intelligent. Ambition, that's definitely another one too. Ambition. Number 4, I would say ambition, someone that is looking to accomplish their goals, move forward.
Ambition, aka you gotta either be making money or on your way to make money. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah.
That's all it is. But go ahead.
The last one, let me see. The last requirement, I'm trying to think. Number 5, the last one. As far as that, I would say, what else? Having an open mind too. Someone that's open-minded, that's willing to learn new things, to to explore and do new stuff, that's open to trying new things.
Okay. And you put open-minded in what way exactly?
Open-minded as far as open to learning new things, like as far as like right now, like with my current relationship, we come from 2 different cities, we come from 2 different cultures. So with that, it's like we had to be open-minded to learning about each other and learning about where we're both from and where our experiences and things like that, and like just embracing that too, like embracing the similarities, and then also respecting like the differences as well. So
okay.
Yeah, I would say that, because it's like I've talked to other people before, and it's like they don't get certain things, and it's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying, when you try to explain things that you do in your culture, you know what I'm saying, and it's like it's not resonating with them because they don't come from that same background. So being open-minded and really like, learning and being willing to try new stuff too.
All right.
Open-minded.
Let's go.
Open-minded. What if your husband? What if your current boyfriend was like that?
Quick.
What's good with you?
What's up with it, player?
Introduce yourself real quick. Tell them who you are, man.
I'm Mafi Kingdom, worldwide influencer and author and dog dad. And 303,300K earner. I don't know. People just ask and think they gonna receive. That's how it works. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's the new game. So if I make 100, 300, 500, I got an audition. Make me understand.
That's how it be nowadays, I guess.
That's the rule.
You're gonna have to compete against the other 500 women that want that same man, because there's only a few of them that make 100K and more, man. That's
what they don't get. They don't understand that shit, man. They don't understand.
That don't sound right. Regardless of my money, I can get my two puppies and keep my bank account and get all the chicks that I want. To be honest, that's why I'm up here, because I don't feel like being bothered. They be jumping all on me and shit, but that's why I didn't cam up, because I don't feel like, how they be all in the mix. I don't feel like all that right now.
Wait,
Yo,
where's
hold
your
on,
friend,
hold on.
Queen?
She went next door real quick to grab something.
Okay.
And how you doing, friend? I see you over there down there on the other side at the bottom.
Me or the other one?
Oh yeah, you
No,
remember
you.
Afi?
I already know you. I don't know them. I know you already.
Yeah. That's for sure.
All right, so next question, ladies.
Mhm.
1 second. What's 5 things you think a man requires in you? We're gonna start with Paige.
Say that
So now
question
we're
again.
directing it now.
Say the question again.
It's 5 things you think a man requires in you.
Okay.
5 things I think a man requires from a woman is for her to know how to cook, for her to know how to clean, for her to know how to hold down a man and be willing to understand him and be able to grow with him. Having your own, having your own and being willing to be open minded to whatever, comes within you guys.
So wait. So start over again. I couldn't hear the first part. It's kind of low.
All right. So he wants you to have your own job. He wants you to know how to cook and clean, hold him down, um, be independent and
Ooh.
open minded to any choices or decisions or anything that you guys may have.
So know how to cook,
Mm-hmm.
right? Cook and clean.
Yeah.
Hold him down. I guess help him out, be independent.
Yep.
And what's the other 2?
What did I say? Being understanding, and commit. Yeah.
You said and commit.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I forgot to ask you though. What's 5 things you want from a man? Sorry.
What's 5 things? I want him to be committed. I want him to be trustworthy.
What?
I want him to be committed. I
Mm-hmm.
have to come with trust. I want to be able to trust him.
Okay.
Um, I want him to be very understanding of me.
Okay.
I want him to have a job, and I want him to be able to have room for growth. Cause no one's perfect. I'm not perfect, so I'm not expecting someone to come to the door that's way better than me. So I always want him to know that I'm open to growth within both ends, within me and him. And I feel like that's a big thing in a relationship, growth. Because you shouldn't want to be in a relationship and you're 2 years down the line and you guys are still where you guys met.
So
That's a problem.
what's something that you need to grow on?
I think my attitude, I have a really bad attitude, especially when it comes to not my communication sucks. I get angry, so I really just want to work on letting the other, like my significant other, know how I feel at times, even when it's hard for me to express
What do you
myself.
get angry at?
Huh?
Let's pick up a little. What do you get angry at?
It be a lot. I get angry with lies,
Me too.
The past,
Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm glad you just said the lies thing because I heard a lot of characteristics that y'all women said, and none of y'all said a man with integrity, a man with morals, ethics. Y'all didn't say any a man who's a man of his word, but y'all said everything else. You know what I'm saying? And now you just said lies. Are you sure? And and I hear women say this a lot. Are y'all sure y'all want a man that tell you the truth? Because I literally just had a girl today, right now. This is a girl I talked to, right? And she came over and she went through my fucking phone. You know, women don't even go through my fucking phone. She went through my fucking phone and she seen some shit that she didn't like. So, I asked her, and then so she like, oh, I'm mad at you right now. I'm like, what the fuck you mad at me for? I went through your phone. I'm like, why the fuck did you go through my fucking phone? She like, who the fuck is this and this? So I said, are we in a relationship? She said, no. I said, so why the fuck did you go through my phone? She said she wouldn't answer the damn question. You know what I'm saying? So then she ended up asking me all this other shit. So I ended up telling her the fucking truth. She's like, are you fucking this girl? You fucking him? Yes, I'm fucking him. You know what I'm saying? You went through my phone. You looking for some shit to get mad at? Yes, I'm fucking him. So what was the point of you going through my phone? You're not my girlfriend. You just said you're not my girlfriend. What's the point of you going through my fucking phone? When I told her I was fucking this girl, you know what I'm saying? Even though the thing is, I didn't even fuck the girl that I was talking to. When I told her I was fucking this girl, you know what I'm saying? And I told her the truth. You should have saw her fucking face. She didn't want to hear that shit. She wanted me to say some other shit. But I don't, like I said, I don't do that lying shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you went through my phone, you were looking for some shit, you found what you were looking for. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, I fucked her. I did this and this. I got other girls I talked to. What now? You know what I'm saying? She like, you lied to me. You told me you don't have have a girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. I tell her, no, I don't have a girlfriend. But I did tell you I talked to other fucking women. You know this. So why the fuck did you go through my fucking phone? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all ready to hear some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? That's true. I told her the fucking truth. She did not like that shit. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, Zay, I like that new background up there.
Yeah, backdrop is fire.
I got something coming. I'm only waiting on one more thing. I'm working on setup 3. It's gonna be fire, bro.
That's a green screen?
Can I?
Nah, it's not even a green screen. I'm man. This shit too fucking bright. This is a neon light. This shit too fucking bright right now. But nah, it ain't no green screen.
Can I say
But
something?
go ahead. I'm sorry. Sweetie. Go ahead. On air what she got to say though.
I love the truth. I love the truth. Please tell me the truth. So I know I don't like to dig for the truth. So like when you say lie, like I like when people keep it 100 with me. I don't like when people like you dealing with me and you just stringing me along like I'm the only one. Please tell me that you got other people so I know how to move.
But
so me, I like the truth. Like I'm ready for all of it.
But see, here's the problem though, right? Most guys aren't going to tell you the truth. And the reason why is
that's true.
A lot of guys, right, can't afford to be honest. Some are dealing with a scarcity mindset where they don't have too many women, or they don't want to break rapport, right? Because a lot of women can't handle the truth. Even though you say you can handle it, let's assume you're the exception to the rule, right? Most women can't, right? They say they can handle it, and as soon as they hear it, they're going with the win, or it's an issue, or they want to get rowdy, or it's a problem, right? So, and a lot of women say they want to hear the truth. A lot of times, this is mainly the most of the times because they want to reserve the monopoly of manipulation, right? They want to be able to disqualify a guy at any chance, right? So let's say a guy says, yo, I'm dealing with a bunch of girls. Oh, well, perfect. Now I got to fuck them. And I can move on next guy. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of guys can afford to lose that option because they may have put a work into already. They have been talking to you for a while now, spent money on dates.
But I'm going to be honest.
To lose you when they could just keep you around, move you along, lie to you, continue to get out of you.
She want to talk.
So it's your job as a woman. It's your job as a woman, right, to make sure that you revisit your vetting process and you strengthen it. That way you're able to now identify when a guy is lying to you or not. It's not a guy's job is to get sex out of you. He's going to do what he means, but he got to hate you, lie to you, string you wrong, manipulate you, tell you the truth, whatever it takes, right? So your job as a woman is to identify when he's bullshitting you or not. It ain't his job. So if a guy's lying to you, guess who's full of this? It's yours, right? If I'm an interviewer at a job and an applicant comes to me looking for a job and he somehow gets over on me and I don't catch the red flags, then guess what? It's my fault, not the applicants. Because my vetting process was not strong enough to identify his red flags or weaknesses. Yeah. Does that make sense? So again, if a guy's lying to you, doing all these things and you allowed it, it's on you more so than the guy.
But sometimes they be hiding it really well, and it's like they were like, "No, you're the only one." Like, "No, you're the only one." And
let me say something, man.
But go ahead.
Wait, let her finish. Avi. Go ahead, say it again, Queen.
So it's like guys will lie to you and be like, "You're the only one," and it's like, I don't mind. Like, you can live your life, like we're not in a relationship. But sometimes men will do that, and I can clearly see it, like you're saying. But I'm not a person that just throw myself out there. I'm a woman first. You know what I'm trying to say? But I definitely could see when the guy's lying to me.
Let me give you honesty real quick. What if I was talking to you right now? I'm like, yo, I want to fuck. I don't want to get to know you. I just want to fuck you real quick tonight. Just because my other girl answered her phone. Would you still fuck with me?
No.
Just tell me you want to fuck.
This is why guys can't be honest.
She would, but I won't.
No,
see?
I don't.
Tell me the extra shit.
Say it again. Say that again.
Just tell me.
I just want to fuck.
You ain't got to.
That's based on attraction.
Wait, Zay, wait. I can't hear her. Say it one more time, Mama.
Just tell me you want to fuck. I don't need to hear the extra shit about your girl.
I'm not with it.
I told you. So wait, if I came to you,
be honest with me. Like,
if I came to you like, yo, I just want to fuck. If I came to you like, yo, I just want to fuck, yo. I'm horny tonight. I don't want to know you. I don't need to know anything about you. I just want to fuck you tonight. You're with the shits?
It's called the law of attraction. Yes, I'm with the shit. But listen.
Well, see, that's where it comes
that's if you already want to fuck them already, though. That's just that. It's not because of the honesty. It's because of the cat. It's not playing around.
Yeah.
It's because of the cat. It's not because of the honesty. It's because you want to fuck him. That ain't just how it goes.
That's it. But at the end of the day, we all
Where'd you
adults.
find
Man, he
this?
identified this shit ahead of time.
On Mars. You found this on Mars. Like I said, it's all about honesty. So like I go on vacation and have one night stands. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's different. It
This
can
is
be
why your
no
girl
fun
don't
have
go
a one
vacation.
night stand. But
Never
listen,
listen
if
to
a
your
guy
girl
is being honest, like he just wants an open relationship, don't get in a relationship. If a guy wants to have sex with other women, then just keep it open. Don't label it. Don't put your address on this.
I agree.
If you want to
Misleading.
go somewhere else, you know.
I got you, Lottie. I agree, right? Guys should be honest, right? Me personally, I do it because I don't want the headache, right? I know when you lie to girls, it leads to a headache later on, right? I've been the guy who lied, who would tell you I love you and didn't give a fuck about you, right? Didn't care if you live or die the moment you left my house, right? I would tell you I love you, go to bed, and text the next bitch, yo, open the door, I'm outside. Literally, that's the type of nigga I was, right? Right. So, but whereas now, I don't lie to women. To some degree, you got a lot of women. To some degree, right? Because it's all about finessing itself is lying. But and even to be a leader, you gotta lie sometimes. Because even you just gotta to protect her from herself sometimes, right? But what I would say is, I try not to lie to women when it comes to regards to dealing with other women, because it's just less of a stress, less of a headache, right? But a lot of guys cannot afford to be honest with you, right? Just because you say you're with it, the thing is, even if you're with it, it's because you probably already tricked to the guy in the first place, like Afi just said, right?
Yeah.
You already want the guy in general. So yeah, maybe you'll be with it in that case, but a random guy coming up to you that don't know where you stand with him, he's not gonna risk saying y'all just want to fuck you. Have you ever had a guy that really came to you really saying I just want to fuck you? That's it. Like that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I want to know you.
Yup. Men do it nowadays. Believe it or not, they do it.
Man, we all lying to y'all. Honestly, if you have to be honest with y'all, if we want to keep it real, we lie once we first say hi to y'all. We don't give a fuck about your fucking name. We don't give a fuck where you from. If we all could just say we just want to fuck and fuck y'all, I swear to God we would say that. But that's
Is
not.
it
That's
just
not
me,
real.
or I can't hear her that well? Is it just me?
Yeah,
No, baby girl, is it just me, or I can't hear her very well? Is it only
I
me?
can't hear it either.
I don't think nobody can hear.
I think it's your AirPod. Put it closer to you a little bit.
Oh, we was on mute. We wasn't on
Yeah,
mute.
can you hear me now?
It's because I'm close to you. Maybe one of my.
I mean,
AirPods
I can hear you, but I gotta kind of concentrate. But I wanted to make sure it wasn't nothing on my end.
All right.
You feel me?
Nah, it's just her.
Can
So,
you hear the volume on your end?
Let me turn it up.
Because I can hear Queen just fine. It's just
It's
her
because it's my
AirPod.
AirPod. One of my AirPods probably is as low.
So here, let me just.
Oh, okay.
y'all probably do better just taking them shits off.
You're right. He's absolutely right. You should take it off.
Can you hear me now?
Because I do podcasts.
Yeah.
I do Genie.
Lower better.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It's better without the AirPods. Take away the AirPods.
Better without, yeah.
See?
But can y'all hear us?
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, that's
Let me-
perfect.
They sound like
You see how the nigga from the chat come up here fixing shit? The $300,000 man right there, player.
Oh, you got a $100,000 man. You got a $300,000 man right there.
All right. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I was saying,
Wait,
guys
Did you hear what I just said, though? Wait,
sorry.
Shorty, did you hear what I just said? I said you wanted a $100,000 man. You have a $300,000 man right there.
Yeah, but
Well-
does
well
he have
known
all
author.
5 qualifications? I don't care about the money. I make the bag. Does he have all 5 qualifications?
All right. First off, this the two things I want to say first, because I came in late and I got one friend. Obviously, I know my brothers. What's the ladies' names? Where y'all from and y'all age? So then I can kind of catch a vibe. Me, I'm Afi. I'm 40. I'm from the Bay Area. Just that little part that tells you a lot. I'm from Oakland. So what's up with everybody else?
You want us to do introductions all over again?
I mean, I just want you to tell me your name and where you from real quick. Not the introduction. Just answer those questions.
Yeah.
I'm from Harlem, and my name is Keena.
Keena,
I'm 29.
thank you, baby.
I'm from all around the world, born in New York, and I'm 31.
31. I'm just the old nigga up here then. And what about you?
I don't want no old nigga now.
I look
Don't
good.
stop
looking
me in
like-
the middle of the sex talking about your back and your knees hurt. I can't do that.
I'm expert level anyway, so we ain't got to worry about
As long
that.
as you don't need a break, we good. You know what I'm saying?
Expert level.
I've been fucking for almost longer than you've been alive and shit.
I'm sure. So then you need a break.
Well,
Hey, we got some things going on in the chat too, bro. So got some
no, but
ladies,
this
so
is what I
basically
wanted to
enough,
say. Who?
But
I'm
back
the
to
ladies because I don't want to
question.
assume. Who was actually interested in a committed relationship? Because I don't want to assume. Y'all might not give a fuck about that shit.
Only Stella's in one right now.
I'm in a relationship.
Oh yeah, I know you got, but I'm saying, do you ladies care? Are y'all just chilling, having fun, or do y'all want a relationship?
Wait, let me rephrase that. He wants to know. I'm gonna read these chats first, but before y'all answer, he wants to know who's interested in a relationship. But let me read these chats real quick. All right, hold on, you guys.
I was trying to answer
Travis Terrell, what's up, Travis?
We was
He
having
says,
an interesting conversation about sex on the beach.
One second. Let me read these chats real quick. Travis Terrell, I just tell the truth. If she disqualifies me, she really disqualified herself. Facts.
That part. Thank you, Terrell.
Facts, Terrell. Facts. Travis Terrell, she drinking Moscato, bottom center. Rockstar. Hey, my God, what's going on, Rockstar?
He's right.
Melissa
He's right.
Vasquez. So basically, in a nutshell, men aren't honest at all. I mean, I wouldn't say that. What I said was men can't afford to be honest a lot of times. I said men should be honest, but a lot of times men can be honest. But here's the thing, though, right? Men lie. Men tell women what they want to hear because when you lie, women buy, right? Whereas women lie visually, right? That's why women relate. So you know, everybody's lying to some degree, right? Let's be real here. A lot of women wear waist chains, all kind of shit. And that's it for the chats. Go ahead. Our question was, which one of you ladies are interested in a relationship? Even if you are in one, you can't answer Stella. We already know you ain't.
Right.
Shout out to Stella. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Y'all down there, y'all want a man? Or y'all living single, having a good time?
I want a husband. I don't want a man.
Husband?
But a man is a husband. You know what I mean? I want to be married. So I'm just chilling right now until that happens.
That's good. It'll come to you, but I just want to say one thing, and this isn't to be rude or nothing like that, but you know, and this is just from my observations, just from my own life and even coaching. Focus when you find a dude you like, focus more on how he treats you. Don't focus on the other girls, because these cats, they got women to entertain them, and you can't really stop it. You're gonna have dudes that's gonna cheat on you and treat you like shit, and you're gonna have dudes that's gonna cheat on you and treat you good. And all dudes, all dudes is not like, all dudes is like, I'm telling you, bro. Look, I got a chick out here right now from Atlanta right now. I'm not about to fuck her. You know why? Because she texted me last night and said, "What you doing?" You can't just text me at 11 o'clock at night on no Thursday. I don't give a fuck if you flew in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta touch bases with a nigga, bro.
He got respect for himself as a man. He got respect for himself as a man, because you know these men they don't care. They just willing to give into anything.
I can't sleep. I'm gonna text you back.
That's a fact, Queen.
And I respect that, because men don't have respect. They be willing for like anything. Any woman hit them, yes, he respects himself. But more to the story, yes, I definitely focus on a man, how he treat me, but I'm not with the cheating stuff though. Yeah. Sorry.
And the reason I say that is just because I see like a lot of people they be breaking up families behind this shit. And see, I coach, so a lot of these dudes be really caring and in love with the chicks, but the women don't understand. Women always be like, she ain't better than me, but she's different. It's not always a better. It's not always. These dudes don't cheat for better. Dudes cheat for different. We're not cheating for better. Bro, she ain't got no job. I asked her to her. So you don't bother me when I do my podcast. She helps me write and edit my books. So you being cuter to her don't really mean anything. So
it don't mean anything. And I respect it, but like,
wait, hold on, ladies. Try to make sure everybody goes one person at a time, you guys.
I was done.
Zeus gotta bring it back, right?
Yeah, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta regulate it. This should get out here real quick. You know what I mean? You smell me?
What's
go ahead, Queen. Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead, Mama.
What's your name again? We forget your name. The one
like money.
I 300K. We gonna hit you in the DM on a private chat, okay? Just gotta bring it back.
Wait, you said you're gonna do what? What'd she say?
Hit you in the private chat.
Say what you said, Queen. I mean, not Queen. What's your name?
No. You said it right. You said it right.
They're gonna hit you in the chat.
I call her Queen. That's her Instagram name, Queen.
That's
my
Instagram name, by the way. Queen Beauty. 1111. Wait, is it 1111?
I don't call women queens for no reason though. I think that's the stupidest shit in the world.
That's not stupid. That's respectful to yo.
No, I'm only calling you queen because your Instagram name is Queen Beauty.
I call
I'm not no king either. But what I'm saying is, obviously, different. But what I'm telling you is, the reason why I don't do it is because you're not a queen unless you have a king. That doesn't make sense.
There's a lot of
You
queens that
earn the
don't
title, right? A lot of women want to be given. I don't want a given title. I'm not a king. I haven't earned the right to be a
That's
king.
trying to talk
Look
to
at
women.
Queen Elizabeth.
Now he right because that's how people try to talk. Some guy said that to me yesterday. He was like, "Yeah, queen," but I could tell the way he was trying to talk to me. He was trying to talk to me. That's trying to
Yeah,
you know, shoot your
people
shot.
throw away
So I
titles.
get why you're saying what you're saying.
I'm not a princess.
People don't. You gotta. I think a guy and women both should earn these titles, right? That's like me calling you. Why would I call you wifey if you're not really a wife? It's stupid.
I hate
Right?
that when guys say that. They no ring on
Would
my
you call me a
finger.
billionaire because I said I'm a billionaire? No,
Right.
I have to earn the right to be called a billionaire. So
Right.
no, I think it's fucking retarded. So I'm not calling you queen, but I'm calling her queen, like I said, because of her Instagram name is actually queen.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm claiming queen because I am a queen.
That's okay.
But what you were saying?
Bruh. Bruh.
All right. Back to well, hold on, let me read these last chats. Hold on, you guys.
Please.
So basically, in a nutshell, men aren't honest at all. I mean, that's not what I said.
Nah,
Okay,
but
so
you guys are.
I did that earlier. So just selfish. I think women are more selfish.
No,
Travis,
I don't think it's selfish. Hell no.
Go ahead, Travis. You want to answer that,
The
Travis?
thing is, even I'm gonna say this because I know what she's saying. She like basically men aren't honest because what we say.
Well, I can't hear you. I'm Zay.
Uh-oh. Did he freeze?
He froze.
Yeah, I think he froze. I think men are only honest. I think they're honest to a certain extent. To be honest, like to be 100 with y'all.
Okay. Do you think? All right. Hold on, come back in.
Yeah.
Zay, Zay, don't continue. Start over again. We didn't hear you. You're good now, but start over again.
So so she's saying just selfish, and the thing is, even though every man wants to have sex, you know what I'm saying, but that's not all the time. Every man has sex, and even if we sex, we still have to go through all of these damn things to go through sex. We still got to text, we still got to call you, we still got to take you out on dates, we still got to do this, we got to do X, Y, Z. We got to show you we got good personalities. We got to show you our charismatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's selfish, you can't do all that shit. If he's selfish, what he gonna say is, I just want to fuck him. And that's it. He's not gonna do any of that other shit. He ain't gonna try to take you out on dates. He ain't gonna try to get to know you. He ain't give a fuck about your name or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's usually not the reality.
You put it the best way. That's a selfish man right there. There you go. Travis Terrell. A lot of top-notch men have multiple women around because once they commit to one, women get too comfortable. It's a fact. Put your best foot forward every day. It stands out. Most women are only want sex, if that. That's a fact, Travis. I agree with everything you just said, man. Most
I
women only
disagree.
want sex. They're recreational use only, right? And it's because a lot of women aren't really useful.
I understand what
Right?
I'm
They never had to
saying.
be
I
useful.
understand. But
I can say the
but
same
not
about
like that.
niggas. I can say the
Man,
same.
a lot of top men do have.
I don't know.
It's
It
been
sounds
that way for-
misogynistic in a way, but the thing is, I'm not gonna say women are just worth sex. I think some women only have sex to offer, which is kind of the same fucking thing.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm
That's
saying?
what I just said. What I said was, a lot of women are only worth sex because they're not useful, right? I'm not saying every woman is worth sex, right? That'd be asinine, right? But I'm saying a lot of women are only worth sex. If you ask a lot of women to bring the table, they can't even tell you, right? They tell you a bunch of ambiguous shit, and the most they're gonna say, or they say, "I am the table." Stupid shit like that.
You know,
That's what they say. So
that
they even know themselves the most they bring is they pussy, right? So let's be real here, right? And another thing he said was, a top-notch men have multiple women. That's a fact, right? The more successful a man is, the more options he has, the more women he has, right? Just when you think about money in a man, you think about it's associated with multiple women automatically, right? Men, money in a man and status equals women. It's common sense. So,
whether he a trick or not, even if he a trick, he a lame dude, he a trick, he still got a whole bunch of fucking women.
Facts.
Doesn't matter.
I could agree with certain things. I don't agree.
Wait, you have disagreements? You have disagreements? You have disagreements, Queen? And
No, I agree with how men look at women, like how they outlook at women because they sex appeal and stuff like that. But like in general, a real man that's actually respects himself and looking for what his queen, then he's not going to treat her like that. Just look for any type of sex because they're going to respect themselves. And so I could agree to a certain extent.
The real man what?
What? Say it again.
The real man what?
A real man is not going to be out here just trying to look for any woman to just have sex with. Yeah, everybody have needs and stuff like that, but I'm in a different space. Like I'm in the God world. So you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm going in a different path of understanding. You gotta respect yourself. So men just don't do that.
What she's trying to say is like the guys that saying that women are just worth sex is because they're not seeking any value in a woman. So for them, women are just worth sex. So if I wasn't seeking any value in a man, I could just say niggas is just good for dick. That's it.
Right.
No,
but men definitely just look for sex in the women because of they sex appeal and stuff and where they at maybe mentally.
That's why I require the bag.
I think it depends though. I think it depends on like where a person's at in their life.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like a younger guy and he just wants to play the field, but that goes with a person knowing themselves and knowing what they want. So if it's a younger guy or even a man that's older, okay, he could be a bachelor. Maybe that's what he chose to do. He just wants to have fun. He knows that, okay, but you know, he's messing with multiple women. He could do that, you know what I mean? Because that's what he's chosen to do, and that's cool. But then it's like there's another thing too. If there's a man and he's at a certain point of his life and it's like, okay, he wants something more serious, then of course his vetting process is going to be a little different because he's going to want to see, okay, like, okay, how's this girl? How is she? What is she? What qualities does she got? Like, okay, this one, she's not on my page. Okay, no, that one got to go. So it's like, I think it depends on like where the person is in their life. Like, you know, for a man, like, where are you? What are you looking for? And then really knowing that too.
I like what you said, Stella. First of all, wait, you guys, like the video. Please, you guys, like the video, like and comment, send your questions in. We're going to answer them live on air. Please, guys, like the video. There's of course you would think to press that like button and subscribe. It is free for you to do so. But Stella, I like what you just said. What you said about how anyway, guys in his life. But I would retort and say, for a guy, right? Yeah. If a guy has sex with you, right, you still can add value to some degree, right? Because I'm a type of guy who run through a lot of women, right? I live the life where I'm more on the polygamous side, right? So whereas if I have sex with a woman, she may come in. Once I fuck you, you can still add value though. You can cook, you can clean, you can do something. I would argue a lot of times more attractive. You can, I don't know, fix some papers, I don't know, fold some clothes, do some shit, right? What I'm saying is the more you add value, the more a guy will keep you around. A lot of women think go into what a guy is. This is why a lot of women get only sex from me, right? And most guys, they go into it thinking, what can I get out of the guy? How do I benefit? What can you do for me? Me, right? They're trying to extract from a guy all the time. And what you do when you do that is you now become part of the problem. You're a liability now, right? You're like every other woman I encounter. Whereas a woman who comes in automatically starts doing dishes. No, because I would argue as soon as you fuck, right, the more you got to start adding some type of value, right? Start doing dishes. She starts folding clothes or starts cleaning up the house or whatever the case may be. Now you're essentially adding value now, right? So now I want to keep you around more because you're doing something that other women tend to not do, right? So if you're coming in cleaning dishes and not just fucking only, well, now you've earned more from me. You've earned dates and you've earned more time and you've earned certain things from me. You see what I'm saying? Whereas a girl who's not doing those things, who's worried about herself, being selfish. This is why I said to the other person who commented, Melissa Vasquez, women are more selfish because women go and think about what can I get and not what can I do for him.
But that's not all women.
Wait, hold on. If you want to separate yourself from other women,
of course.
But that's not all women, so you can't vouch and say.
I'm not saying all women.
We're not generalizing. We saying but it is a lot of them.
I'm saying a lot of women. I'm not saying all women. Right? I'm not saying all women. I'm speaking in generalities. I'm speaking in generalities, right? What I'm saying is a lot of women. I didn't say all women. A lot of women will come in. I'm talking about that. The more attractive they are, the worse it gets. So what I'm saying, a lot of women will come in and want for themselves only and not say what can I do for the man. And when you come in with the mindset of what can I do for him, you automatically beat out the other bitches.
Automatic.
Other bitches ain't doing it. I don't think. Wait. Other bitches ain't coming in saying what can I do for him. They're coming in. What can you do for me? So if you come in with that mindset, it's automatic by default. You're already standing out already. Right now, that's not including other things you may bring to the table, but that already makes you stand out. So now you go from sex only to now a girl I want to keep around a little bit more, to a girl I want to see a little bit, to a girl I don't mind taking on a date now because you now earn that date. And you'll also appreciate that date more versus the girl who I just give a date to randomly. Does that make sense?
So this is the thing too, when it comes to that, like you growing up, and I'm going to tell you from like personal experience, growing up, I had women in my family that tried to put that in my mind where like, you got to get a man he got to do this for you. He got to buy you this. He got to give you this, and you know, he got to, you know, he got to have a car. He got to have all this stuff, and it's like, I think some of the women that were around us too. Well, me personally, growing up, some of the older women that were supposed to set the example and really, like, you know, keep it 100 with us and really show us and guide us along the way. I think some of them didn't really do that. They more so try to plant that seed where it's like, okay, well, this is what I think, you know, you should do. So it's like, no, girl, get whatever you can out of him and this and that. And I think that type of mentality that you put into young girls, then as they get older, they start doing the same thing. And it's like, okay, what results are you going to get from that though, in reality?
A lot of time, you're right. A lot of time the women's I'm gonna let you go next. I got you, say. A lot of time the women's upbringing is what leads to her never being single, because a lot of times they come from, like, 80% of all single parent households are led by mothers, right? 7 out of 10, especially in the Black community, 7 out of 10 kids are born, and we're all Black here, are born out of wedlock, right? So we're all born mostly to single mother households, right? Right. So when that happens now, she's an independent woman, right? When I said earlier, adversity destroys women. So the more she's been through now, she's also pushing that onto you now. You don't need a man. So worry about getting your money. See how I did it? You could do it too. Lying to you.
Yep.
You should not only need a man, you should also want a man, right? That's not toxic. It's toxic. She's feeding toxicity, and she doesn't even know it herself. It's unconscious, probably most of the time, because she don't realize it's a problem, right? But in the same time, in the same breath, she's making you now become independent of men, right? She's making you now become seeing as men as a luxury and not a necessity. And when you do that now, when you go into a situation with a guy and you see him as a luxury, you don't really care about it that much. You're not gonna put the right effort in. You're not gonna put the right self-growth in to become a better person to deal with that guy, right? And so now you bring the same toxicity your mother brought in, which is why she was single in the first place, onto your relationship. And now you're going through the same problems she went through, trying to figure out life until it's too late and you're too old, or you have too many babies where a guy don't even want to date you that has any substance. A guy with any substance, don't want to date you, don't want to take you serious because you done got 4 baby daddies because you couldn't get along with men for so long. You done been through a lot. You're 35 years old, 40 years old, men are tired of your ass. You know, so, and once you get 35, 36, or I would argue 34, the chances of you changing your behavior is really slim to none, because most women, once they become at a certain age, they become uncoachable. They become uncoachable. They become stuck in their ways, right? And this is the humans in general, not even just women, men too, but a lot of times women, because women never even had, a lot of women are not forced to change like how men are, right? Men live in a fact-based reality. Women live in a delusional type of world where, and not even there for a lot of times, women live in a world where it's skewed to where they're used to doing what they want and men accepting how they are. Because men don't want sex. And they conflict it too either way, but because a man just wants sex, he'll accept you being, I don't know, lazy. He'll accept you not adding any value. He'll accept you not cooking and cleaning just to get sex out of you, right? And you think it's okay when it's not okay. It's actually a fucking problem. He'll accept you not being submissive because he just wants sex from you. That's not a requirement for sex. And women don't see there's two different things. She's conflating it. So she gets used to that type of behavior because she's used to dealing with men who allow it for the most part, because most of the guys you deal with just want sex from you anyway. See what I'm saying? So when the time comes, you meet the actual guys you actually like. Well, now you're coming with that same behaviors you learned that you've been developed all over these years. And now you just become less tolerable. So that's what I got to say. But anybody have any issue with what I just said or comments?
No, man. Yeah, yo, you know, a lot of women don't understand a huge thing that they don't understand about men is a lot of men get into relationships just to have constant sex. Like if you're dealing with a dude who don't get pussy like that, and this to piggyback off of what she just said. She said a real man ain't gonna go out here and have sex with a whole bunch of women. Yeah, yes, he is. The thing is, a real man is gonna get to the point where he stops doing that shit. Like Afi. Afi is one of those men. He don't do that shit no more. He's already ran through and did all that and found out that what the fuck is the point of that? You know what I'm saying? He has to go through that. If a man has not gone through that, he's not authentic. He's not going to be an authentic person because he don't even know what that life is like. He's going to be lusting for that life. And then he's going to get in a relationship with you, and then he's just going to be fucking you, letting you do whatever you want until he get tired of you, and then he's going to be cheating on you and shit like that, because now he's going to even become more attractive because he's with you now in a relationship. And now, you know, when he gets in a relationship, he's getting more attention from other women. And because he didn't go through that phase of him fucking a whole bunch of women, he's not going to have any self-control. So that's why you can't really say that a real man is a man who don't go out and fuck. A real man is a man who did all of that already, and now he don't do that shit. He has self-control.
Mm.
I'm gonna let you go
And
next,
that's what I
Afi.
was
I'm gonna do next,
Zeus,
Afi.
do
Hold on.
the
Hold on,
Zeus,
wait.
do the burr, 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 burr.
That's what
Go
I was
ahead, go ahead, go
saying.
ahead.
That's what back up people saying. That's what I was saying. I was saying they're gonna be finished. That's over and done with. Like that's a real man to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you want to go run the streets, because I know when a man is still at his level of want to have fun. Go and enjoy that and see what's out there for you. You know, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be right back here. That's just.
I want to clarify, right? It's not immature when a man wants to deal with a lot of women. When because men are a man's mating strategy is unlimited sexuality with as many women as possible, right? We're designed for it. We're biologically designed for it. It's rooted in our biology, right? So men want to have multiple women. As a matter of fact, the more options he has, the more women he's going to deal with. I don't care who he is, from kings to sultans to emperors. It's been that way for a millennia, right? It's always been that way. Men have always wanted a multitude of women, right? And if he had the means to have it, he would have it. As a matter of fact, and you see even in the religious texts in the Quran, they push for polygamy, right? So it makes it, if a guy can afford it, he would do it. Most guys, even guys that you have right now, faithful to you, right? More likely than not, he's at home jerking off, fantasizing about cheating on you, because he probably can't cheat on you. So a lot of times, even a guy who's not cheating on you, if he's jerking off, it's the same thing. The only difference between him and a guy who's actually exercising those options is he can do it and he wants to do it, right? Where another guy probably can't do it a lot of times, or he can't afford to do it. He ain't got enough money, because a lot of girls require dates, all kind of shit. So a lot of guys can't afford to cheat sometimes, right? Some guys cheat. Because he can't afford it. So if the girl said he want a guy with $100,000, you gotta understand $100,000 may become a lot more problems. Some $100,000 problems too. A lot of women don't see that. They think they want a guy with money. A guy with money got money got a problem. You can't have the benefits without having the cost as well.
Trade off.
So there's a trade-off, right? So you want a guy with $100,000 or more, you can get that. But understand he's gonna have other women. Because other women with the same
I
needs,
disagree.
I promise you that. And you're not gonna have you're more than likely
I
not gonna have
feel like first of all, if a man is in love with you, he shouldn't have to be his meat or do any of that stuff or think about cheating, because if you speak in biblical, it's to death do us part. Now, if you don't want that, then don't get married. If you don't, and another thing, I don't consider anybody mine unless there's a ring on it. So you could be my man, but that doesn't mean you're mine. There's no ring on it. We don't own each other. So we don't own each other until there's a ring on it.
So let me say this. You're saying he don't own you, right?
He don't.
saying,
If there's not a ring on it, he does not own me.
I didn't say own you. What I'm saying is, if you're trying to date me because you said you want a marriage eventually, right?
Excuse me?
You want a marriage eventually, correct?
So I want a what?
A marriage. Eventually.
I said that.
That was you? Oh, okay.
Queen said that.
So you don't want a serious relationship ever?
I feel like I'm dating so that I could pick who's right for me. That's what the dating scene is.
You basically want to
for.
get married at some point, correct?
Eventually, if I find that person.
So what I'm saying is, though, if you want to get married, shouldn't you be more proactive in showing your qualities of being a wife ahead of time? Wouldn't that mean you adhering to him, his authority, and letting him, for you to do that now, it wouldn't mean he control you yet, but it'd be more so that, all right, he's able to call the shots right away. That makes sense? Like, whenever, like at a certain point when y'all dating, he's able to, all right, to exercise his authority. That makes sense.
I feel at all times, if you're like in a serious relationship, then actually the Bible says you should be submissive to your husband.
Wait, what?
The Bible says you should be submissive to your husband.
So, I'll say this, right? If you're dealing with a guy, right?
I already know what you're
If I'm dealing with a guy seriously, then that means he was ready for marriage.
Wait.
I would be submissive to him.
This is crazy, though. What I'm saying is, though, you're saying you should be only submissive in a marriage. That's a problem, right? Because you're saying after I get the job, I'm gonna do the work. I'm gonna show you my work.
No.
Right.
If
You're gonna show the work before you get the job, baby. That's how you
seriously,
qualify for the job. Does that make
if a guy's
sense?
dating me seriously, then he's saying, I want to marry you. If a guy's taking me serious,
You're not listening, though.
He don't take you serious until you show the quality. Sometimes,
You gotta
know what I'm
show your
saying? Yeah, we don't. That's like you don't get the job until you show the resume. You know what I'm saying?
it comes. What's the job? I cook, I clean. Am I submissive?
No, wait.
Yes.
You just now said submission should be shown in marriage. What I am telling you is it should be shown long before you even get the title of girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You should show your
not
qualifications.
in date. If
I'm
we're
like,
dating,
no, listen carefully.
if
Listen
we're
to me.
dating and we're not dating
Listen for me.
seriously, I'm not being
Listen for me.
submissive to you. If you're not,
Listen for me.
if I don't know that you're dating me with intentions to marry me, why do I need to be submissive to you?
I'm trying to explain to you. Listen for me. What I am telling you is, if you're dating a guy, right? You want to title the wife. Wife is essentially a duty. It's a job. It's a job, right? You don't get a job in life without going through the interview process, correct? And in that interview process, you got to dress a certain way, act a certain way, convey yourself a certain way, and then most importantly, show your qualifications.
You're
Even once you're hired, even once you're hired, I'm not done. Even once you're hired, you got to also now show through a probationary period whether or not he can retain you or not for that job. So what I'm telling you is, right, you can't go into it with that mindset. The mindset you're going into it is why you're single at 31.
And that's the typical woman mindset. That's typical.
No disrespect, right? What I'm telling you is because the mindset you're going in is almost every woman, especially in the black communities, mindset. I'll show submission later on when I'm married or when I have the husband. No, you got to show that shit at the talking stage. The faster you show it, the better for you. I don't know. The faster you show it, the better for you. I got your music on the jack. The faster you show it, the better for you. No, I can hear y'all. Y'all on mute. I can hear y'all. Y'all on mute. I got it.
Yeah, it has to be vice versa, Zeus.
Whoa.
He has to show the same. We're both on it.
Go ahead.
We already do that. Wait.
Vice versa submission.
You're not even gonna mess with a man if he's not even showing you that.
I'm talking about what he has to offer. Like before I can show that submission, he has to prove that he's worthy of that.
But a man comes in. See, a man has to qualify for the sex, right? For me to deal with you in the first place, I had to qualify to even deal with you. That's what you're missing. Because a man shows his value up front. Wait. A man shows his value up front. You show your value on the back.
Not if we're just having fun.
What?
Not if we just having fun.
Go ahead, Zay.
But you're not. What the thing is, you're not gonna just give your pussy up to a dude who just comes straight up to you and just say, "I want some pussy." He has to show you something. He has to bring something to you for you to even like him. You can't just fuck him off of no type of personality, no type of anything. He has to.
Can I have some pussy? Can I have some? Can I have some pussy?
You guys fuck girls.
You're the man in the name of 100K.
When I go to New York, can I have some?
We could fuck a girl.
You're the man in the name with 100K, and you want to show your submission after marriage? Something like this is why a lot of women stay single.
No, what I'm saying
your
is,
thought process
first
is
of all,
skewed.
submission with a woman comes automatically. But if a man is taking me seriously for marriage, of course I'm going to be submissive. What are you talking about?
You just contradicted yourself, though.
So is that yes or no?
It's what
yes or no.
Yes or no? When I get to New York, connect? No. Honesty. You want honesty, right? Oh, it takes honesty. So when I come to New York, you come into the hotel I'm at or the Airbnb, we'll clean it up.
It depends on how much of this I had to drink.
He'll buy you the whole bottle.
That means, yeah, follow me on Instagram. It's over.
You see, she level game right there.
That's the real game.
That's the real game right there, baby.
Yeah, man.
But like I was saying though, right? You cannot. What I'm telling you is, you're saying submission automatically. You just now said something different. Even Zay heard you contradict yourself. I'm pretty sure the ladies heard you too. What I am telling you is, you have to, when you meet a guy, right? First of all, you can't. When you meet a guy, he qualified for you to date him. For you to have sex with a guy, he had to qualify you, right? I don't care what the qualification was because every woman is different. But to some degree, he qualified to have sex with you, right? What I'm telling you is, men show their qualifications up front. You show yours on the back end. So if you're dating him, it would mean he already had to bring value for you to date him, right? It automatically tells you that. So what I'm telling you is, since he brought his value up front, where's yours at? For you to be a woman, it means being submissive in itself. So you can't say, I'm going to bring submission later on. It has to come.
You're talking about a serious relationship, right, Zeus?
No, you're not listening. What I'm telling you is, you got to show before you get the serious relationship. Before you get the title of girlfriend, you got to show your qualifications first. That's what you're missing. Now, if you're just fucking guys just to fuck them, that's different.
That's what I'm saying. People date for different reasons. If you're dating with the intention to get married, then that's different. Then of course.
You now said, that you
I
wanna
might
visit
see you on the beach and I might be like, "What's up?"
Right.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
just not saying you want to get serious though. I'm talking about is getting serious, right? If you want to get serious,
Then of
eventually.
course, yes, of course.
But how do you
And
get there?
vice ver-
How do
And
you
vice
get there?
versa.
But how do you get
Wait,
there?
let me throw this out there. I gotta say
Because you
this.
said earlier submission during marriage, only at marriage, because that's when you're a wife. What I'm
Yeah.
telling you is you got to show before you get the wife title, before you get the girlfriend title. You got to show that.
I don't
You
think
cannot-
before you get
it's
the
like saying
girlfriend
you don't cook and
title.
clean.
If we're serious, then I can show you. If we're dating,
You're not
we're
listening.
dating.
You're not listening.
You're not listening. That's not how we
You're
operate
serious.
as men.
You keep saying if we're
That's
serious.
how
No.
I operate.
And that's why you're single at 31.
That's not true, Papi. I'm
Be honest-
single.
I'm being
I
honest.
wanna
Don't
be
do
single.
that.
I got mad people on my. There's a
But you
line.
just said you want to be married, right?
That's not true, baby. I'm
Afi
single
is one of
because a
them.
lot of niggas can't
Different.
afford 1942. That's why I'm single.
That's not why you're single.
All right,
With all due respect.
let's not be shady. Listen,
No, I'm not trying to play
Yeah,
them.
let's not be
I'm being
shady
honest with you.
because
Listen,
everybody
tell you
on
the
here
truth.
is
Listen.
single.
I'm trying to help you. I'm a guy. It's
I
different.
don't need help, baby. I got God.
No, listen for a minute.
You
Listen
got the
to me. I'm
name of a
telling you.
God, but I got
Listen
God.
for a minute. I'm not trying to play you. What I'm trying to tell you is, right?
Hey, that was
Your
slick.
thought process is keeping you single.
but wait, I want to say this before everybody we about to end this in like 5 minutes because we have to go somewhere. So just so you know,
I gotta find a man, Zeus, so I gotta go.
I just don't want to.
You already got one.
I just said you had men though.
I'm
You
single,
just told us
sexy,
you
and
had
free. It's
men.
Friday night. I ain't gonna find a man on
I'm not trying to play you though. What I'm telling you is, right, is that your thought process is going to keep you single because you're saying you got to show these things.
She's single to the 23rd of September when I get there.
Ooh, I hear that shit.
I'm already coming.
You better get here before September, baby. It's cold in the summertime.
Zeus, you gotta tone
It's
it down.
cold in the summertime, right?
Give me. You got
Zeus,
some.
gotta
You
tone
got.
it down.
I put that right away.
You can't tell me why I'm single.
I'm 1942 already.
Let me ask you. Are you dog friendly though? Because that's a deal breaker. I'm a combo package.
Am I dog friendly? Does your
Yeah, I
dog
got
shed
two.
hair?
I got 2 dogs.
Does your dog shed?
One of them do. One of them don't.
I love animals. That's
The
why
one that just hopped on me did. The other one don't.
All right, wait, y'all. We got a video reaction as well. Let me read some more chats. I got one more question. Then we got to do a
Oh
video
my
reaction.
goodness, this is funny.
After the video action, then y'all can leave. Okay, let me do the video reaction. All right, so we finish these chats. Okay. Next chat was Melissa Bachelor. Talk that shit.
Talk that shit.
Travis Terrell. Get that E40 Moscato, 18% alcohol by volume. Earl Stevens selection. Tropiscato.
We'll take
Rockstar
those.
Money
We'll
Entertainment.
take those.
Guys automatically have to do way more work than females when it's typically one goal, which is sex oriented. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. It's a fact. You can.
I mean, everybody got their own opinions, and I don't take it personal. So
Listen, I agree. Men always have to put in more work. That's how it was since the Flintstone ages.
Right. So we all agree. You can say that the same thing about men too. I'm not gay, so I don't deal with them. What are you talking about? Wow.
I agree.
Okay, I agree with that. Melissa Vasquez. I think she's talking to you, Zay. Hell no, most men only worth sex. Women can do it all they want, and we making more nowadays.
That's
true.
That's true. That's true.
Niggas don't make more than me.
Whoa.
That's definitely
men
true.
are only worth
Some
sex.
y'all niggas is really broke.
The problem is what she just said is though. He's saying that we can do it all by ourselves, and you don't need a man, and we can make our own money. Even though women out earn men in a lot of major cities, the problem is, no matter how much money a woman makes, she still wants a man to make more than her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? No matter how much she can protect herself, she still wants a man who can protect her.
A man has to leave.
This is why women who make money becomes nothing more than maybe a liability at best, right? Because
check
at
this
worst,
out.
because it's like, although no matter how much money you make, you're still gonna want a guy who makes 20, as a matter of fact, 26 to 58% more than you do.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't really matter how much money.
Now he's gonna be complaining.
It's not like you only work sex.
It doesn't matter how much money you make.
If that was the case, shit, we'd be cool with that. Y'all the ones who force us most of the time in a relationship.
Exactly.
We'd be
If
cool
you
with
making
those
money
who work
to take
sex.
care of a man,
Hey,
Listen,
I don't force no man.
this for the players.
I
This
agree
the
with
cheat
Zeus on
code.
the financial part.
wait, hold on. Let me just finish.
I
Let
agree
me
with
finish
Zeus.
the chat,
Okay,
guys.
go
Hold on,
ahead,
wait, hold on. Liquor getting harder now.
Ooh, that's right.
I'm talking about her.
Off the Moscato onto
I'll be
the
talking
next.
that player puffs. Hey. All right, you guys. I'm finishing the chat. Let me finish with these last questions. And go ahead, Alfie, you have something to say.
This is the cheat code to y'all, for y'all players, and even for the women to know if y'all serious about dating. This is going to disqualify or qualify you. So this is the question, and I actually know the answers. If I had 5 hacks to get any man you want, but you gotta listen to all 5, would you do it? Y'all not serious. You shouldn't even think about it. You shouldn't have to think. You shouldn't have to think.
What?
No.
Go.
What's that?
No.
What's the question?
If you want to have it, say it again.
I do.
Okay. If I have the 5 hacks to get any man that you want to, but the key is you got to listen and follow all 5, could you do it?
No.
Yeah. do you have one to keep a man? Like I want.
How would you know who's from?
Oh yeah, you gotta rephrase it. He means you gotta say keep a man. Getting a man, they can do that easily.
You have
to keep a man? I know how to.
Yeah, keep a man. He means keep a man. He means keep a man. Keep a man.
When I say get, I mean keep, because I don't mean fuck. I mean like you know,
keep a man. So do you change your mind, Queen?
So would you listen to those 5 and follow through?
So yeah.
Who said yeah?
Would you change your mind and say keep a man?
I didn't.
The 5 hacks. See, this is the thing, and this is what women need to understand. You don't get for real advice from women who ain't at the status that you want to get to. That's the first thing.
Facts.
Okay. Second thing. The second thing. You can't get advice about a man only from a man. That's it. You can only get game from the man. But the third key is he can't want to fuck you. That's how you understand the real shit.
Yeah.
I give men advice, and men come to me like they check in like if I'm their counselor. So like it's funny because that I'm just saying that's the truth.
And men want to fuck everything. Pussy ain't got a face.
And that's not good. That's not good. Those are the men that you usually don't really like. You can't submit to that type of man. You can't really be submitting, feminine, and trust this type of man. You can't even.
No, I'm talking about friends. I'm talking about.
It's gonna be jaded. It's going to be jaded because people want you to stay where they at. Because guess what? You and your best friend, y'all could be super close, but subconsciously she knows when you get married, you're breaking away. She's not super happy about that unless she got a branch that
I'm breaking away and I'm not in the middle.
Huh? Did you follow me on Instagram yet? Did you do that?
We're not sister wives.
Huh? But did you follow the Instagram yet? Let's see. Do you do follow throughs?
Baby, I'm a leader, not a follower. You got
okay. So the answer is no. No, we can say yes or no. We don't have to have riddles for me to figure out.
No, baby.
Niggas accept rejection over here.
Yeah, it is international AFI. So that's your second chance.
I'm saying the queen, baby.
Then that just means you damn hard headed and you going out of your way to prove something.
Oh my God, you just good.
Yeah.
Let me give y'all one more tip.
Now
too.
you got me feeling on my girl. I had way too much 1942. I gotta go for real.
Good. You feeling on your girl because you getting positive energy that these niggas that you just said you got, you ain't getting it from.
Baby, I'm wearing yellow, papi. I always got the positive mental attitude. PMA all day, papa.
No more poppy for me. You call me
Travis Terrell.
Because seriously, because I got a name. I got a name or a nickname. That's like me calling you one of my bitches. No, I might as well say one of my bitches. It's the same thing. That poppy shit is too lenient and too everywhere for me. I gotta feel special.
All right, listen,
Spanish.
y'all.
When I call you daddy, then you can feel special.
No, dad. Take the E off, dad.
Hold on.
You called him daddy before. I want dad.
Let me ask y'all with a show of hands, ladies. We're about to get into the video. With a show of hands, what do you value more, your relationship or your job?
My relationship.
My job.
See, yeah.
Your job. You submit to your boss stuff.
Wait. Paige.
Shorty up there, she's a self-aware woman.
Relationship coming.
Paige,
Wait.
What you say, Paige?
What did you say?
What do you value more, your relationship or your job?
I value my job more.
I think it's funny how I'll say it after. I'll say it after the video. Let's do the video. Ready for the video? I don't want to give anything away.
You gotta rephrase it. Our marriage or our job relationship is different.
No, I value my job more. I'm sorry.
I said relationship is the same thing.
Don't you give me a kiss with them red lips?
Either
Let me
way,
play the video,
all
you
that
guys. Hold on.
Give me a kiss with them red lips, pink lips.
Exactly. So what
Okay, Miss Sharp, your resume looks good. You're a top performer. You're
Listen.
never late, and you don't miss days.
That's right.
Okay, Devin, you're attractive. You stay in shape, and you're feminine.
Yes, I am.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Let me give you guys a little pretense first before I started. This video is saying how being a girlfriend or wife is the same thing as being applying for a job, which is what I just told y'all, which is the purpose of this. So let's just listen to the video. You ready?
Okay, so I'm going to call your references, and from there, I'll run a background check, and then you'll be required to take a drug test.
That's perfectly fine.
Now, we're going to date casually for now, so I can make sure that you're going to stay in shape and to show me that you have what it takes to be my girlfriend.
What?
If you pass the background check and the drug test and your references check out, we'll start to train you for the job.
Great.
Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Wait. What the fuck is Queen? I'm not trying to play this long video again. Hold on. Queen.
You should just play. You should, because I already seen the video too. You should just play the audio part and then just the takeaway. We can get a takeaway.
All right. It's already. I think it's already like video side, but hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Where are these girls at?
Dre, Zay, when you coming back to the States, bro?
I'll be back in November, bro. November. I'm coming right back for my beating.
You gonna go to Buffalo and turn around?
He coming to New York City, man. I already talked to him about that already.
Yeah, man, I don't know, man. I might, go to Buffalo and then probably go to Toronto, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, man.
You gotta come to the city, kid.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't even come back. Honestly, if it was up to me, I wouldn't even be coming back.
How long you staying? A week?
Man, I don't know. I can't stay that damn long in America. I'll probably stay 2 weeks. three top, bro. Last time I came back, man, I almost committed suicide in that motherfucker. But yeah, I'll be back.
When you gonna dip off in the year?
I need you to watch it and listen to it, okay? I'm gonna play it right now. I need you to watch it, okay? So you can listen to it, okay?
Bye, everybody.
Oh, y'all leaving right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna end this nice. Give me my Jerry Springer.
No,
please.
stop.
I like those two. They funny.
Wait, yo.
I like these two Zeus right here.
Cool. Wait. Y'all about to give me
Hey, I liked y'all before y'all showed y'all titties. Just disclaimer. I liked y'all before y'all showed y'all titties. I just want to clarify. I said I liked y'all first. The titties was coming out as I was saying it. It don't got nothing to do with it, I promise.
Can y'all stay for the video reaction real quick, please?
Okay.
And I got you. All right, hold on.
And if you show me you possess the basics, I'll train you to be my girlfriend.
Are you serious right now?
If you take to the training, we'll move you up to temp status for further evaluation and help you to cultivate your skills.
Okay, good.
If you take to the training, I'll move you up in my rotation. This means you're going to get more of my time and attention, which also means you'll be able to cultivate your relationship skills.
I cannot believe what I'm hearing.
If we see enough improvement, we'll hire you on permanently, but your employment is conditional.
Oh, yes, of course. I totally understand.
And if I see enough improvement, I'll then make you my girlfriend, but my commitment is conditional.
Conditional commitment? What the?
If you're late often, miss too many days, and aren't productive enough, we will terminate your employment.
That makes perfect sense. You gotta be here and productive, otherwise, why pay me?
I don't commit to women who go to bars or clubs, are on social media, hang out with their ex-boyfriends, or travel alone. Those are my conditions.
This is so controlling and possessive. Oh my God. If a candidate meets a company's requirements,
They are trained and then hired temporarily to be evaluated for a certain period of time.
if the candidate successfully completes the training,
They are offered employment by the company.
but their employment is conditional.
If the employee is late too often, misses too many days, or doesn't meet the company standards,
They're fired.
employers have every right to terminate the employees who don't measure up to the company standards.
Is this controlling?
Of course not. The company's not forcing them to be there.
And if employees don't like the policies of a company?
Then they have every right to leave if they choose to.
And no one calls the company toxic, controlling, or insecure.
So why is it that when men express their conditions for their commitment,
They get called toxic, controlling, and possessive.
so you can respect the boundaries and requirements of your employer,
But not your man's?
you're willing to let a company evaluate you based on their experiences,
But a man can't evaluate you based on his?
you're willing to earn a position at a company,
But you're not willing to earn your position with a man?
you're willing to do what's necessary to keep your job,
But you're not willing to do what's necessary to keep your man?
you're good with the company's policy that too many absences get you fired,
But a man withdrawing his commitment if you go to the club is toxic or possessive?
when your company trains you, it's perfectly normal.
But your man training you is somehow treating you like a dog?
You were okay with working as a temp on probation so that the company could make sure you could do the job.
But you're not okay with a man making sure that you'd be a good girlfriend before he commits?
You're good with proving your worth to your company every day.
But you're not willing to prove your worth to your man every day?
You're okay with not getting a paycheck if you don't work.
But you're not good with not getting commitment if you act single?
You understand that if you suck at your job, you're going to lose it.
But if you suck as a girlfriend and he dumps you, you lose it?
You're okay with submitting to your boss.
But submitting to your man is oppressive?
This is why relationships are a show.
Women value their jobs more than their relationships.
Are there companies out there who treat their employees poorly?
Of course there are.
And are there men out there who treat women like dog who don't deserve it?
Yes.
But what both of these scenarios have in common,
Is that they're not being forced to stay in that relationship or in that job.
so if you want better employment options,
Be a better employee.
and if you want better dating options,
Then be a better woman.
nobody is entitled to their job.
And no woman is entitled to a man's commitment.
There are conditions to your employment,
And there are conditions to his commitment.
and if you can't or won't meet those conditions, find another job or another boyfriend.
But complaining that a man isn't committing to you because you don't qualify.
Is the same as complaining that a company won't hire you because you're not qualified.
So if you can understand that companies have a process because they know what works and what doesn't.
Then you can understand that men with options also have a process because they know what works and what doesn't.
If a company fails to vet, evaluate, or train a new employee.
Then that company can't be surprised when that employee turns out to be a bad apple.
And if you fail to vet, evaluate, or train your woman.
Then you can't be surprised when that woman turns your life upside down.
Yes, there are candidates who interview very well and fool employers.
Just like there are women who pretend to be virtuous, honest, and faithful and fool men.
But this is why we teach what we teach.
Which is to pay attention, be discerning, and discriminatory to lessen the odds of you being taken advantage of by a chameleon.
And if you're a woman who doesn't think she needs to prove herself to a man,
but has no problem proving herself to her employer,
then enjoy being single.
Married to your job.
Or with a man you don't respect.
But don't bitch and moan about not getting a man you are unwilling to prove yourself to.
Because I don't hear you about not getting a job that you can't prove you can do.
Actually, modern women do complain about that. They complain about everything.
Damn.
Yeah, they left off. They ain't even want to hear the rest of that shit. They didn't want to hear the rest of that shit. They left right off.
Dun, dun,
You
dun.
muted, bro. I can't hear you. Yeah, you muted.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, bro, Zeus, you gotta listen to me. I've been doing this shit a long time. I knew you thought I was being funny. Play the video and we do the takeaway. I knew they was gonna bounce, bro.
I didn't know how to do that.
No,
I know.
Because I seen the video and I know what kind of drag. So no, just that part. I already knew. That's why I called it.
I did too.
Play the video and then boom. Right when they watch that, then we do the takeaway. Not they do the takeaway. We do the takeaway.
Gotcha.
They waited.
I'm not this good with hoes, Zeus. I'm good at this shit too.
I don't think I heard you right. No lie. I think I heard. I thought you were like play it out.
The sun just
I think I heard you right.
I've been doing this shit too long, baby. I got 1,000 shows, nigga. I know what I'm doing.
Yo, that video was fire though, and it was so telling, right? It's, first of all, I already admire his whole relationship to Shorty and all that, but shouts to Donovan Sharp, but you see how the only one in the relationship here was the one who said she would submit to him, and she would what was the question? She would 1 second. She would value her relationship over her job.
Right.
The rest of them, no. Why? Because, and this is why women are single, because they value the wrong things. They don't submit to their boss before their man. She just said she only submits to men in marriage. So you're telling me at a job, you submit to your boss once you get the job already? That makes this is the problem though, right? The people see it as they typically value the wrong. Women typically value, the wrong. They value their bag over a man. Men to women nowadays are just luxuries, and they can replace them that easy. They don't care about them. But
women don't want relationships no more, bro.
This
is the whole thing, and I wish they wouldn't have left because I could have elevated their whole mindsets. I hope y'all still.
I know. I wanted them to hear it.
Daddy, because Dad is telling y'all something right now. This is serious dad shit. Women just be wanting a relationship for two reasons only: the safe of it and the validation that they get when they're in it. That's it. Because why did they cheat? They could just be single and fuck people, but they don't want. They like having that thing right there.
Security. They want that security.
And they like people going, I swear that's why I don't like going on Facebook because I be believing these pictures people be showing me, and then I be getting the DMs when I post on the stories, and I be like, God damn, bitch, you was just all in love. And all this luxury caption and shit, all I gotta do is post a piece of pizza and you say where mine at.
That's a fact.
You know,
a lot of those.
I'm here. I just got my camera off, but I'm in.
All right, go ahead.
So about that video that you just posted, like it's crazy because I was actually that person that put so much time and emphasis in my jobs, where it was like I was working and just like they were talking about like the employers and like some of them that they mistreat you and they basically got you over here slaving for the dollars, you know what I'm saying? Like after a while I really had to like take a step back and really look at that, because it wasn't only just taking away from the time that I could have been spending with my family, but it was also taking a toll like on my dating life too, because I had my past boyfriend too was like, you say you're gonna come out at this time, but why are they making you stay more? Like, why are you always stressed? Like, what's going on? And it just became like a thing that it was affecting every aspect of my life. So that's when I really had to put things in perspective and really think like, are these jobs really worth it though? Because it's like, even if you don't have the job, it's like you still have to come home. House is important, you know what I'm saying? Your home is important. Your family, your relationship, like that's what's important at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? The job, you can find any job. You can switch.
See, this is the key wisdom to it, baby. Job, man, which do you pick? It's an easy fix. When you give that energy and that submissiveness that you give to your man, to your boss, if you give that to your man's gonna be a happy man. He gonna either do two things. He gonna put you in the position to not work, or if you have a dream, he gonna help you with that. This shit is so easy, but women want to do it their way, and that be the problem. Your way is fine. Is your way producing results though?
They so programmed to not trust us, though. You know what I'm saying? They so programmed to not trust men that they, you know what I'm saying, that they to be a self-aware feminine woman, you have to be vulnerable. And so women are terrified of that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? They're so programmed not to trust us that's why they say shit like, my job first, and because they just so scared on depending on a man or any of that. So all of this shit really comes from a defense mechanism, and that's just from just being programmed literally not to trust us for whatever reason, whether they made bad choices with the men that they were with, or they seen their parents not have a functioning relationship, or if they did have a functioning relationship, they just basically they're just scared to be a feminine woman. They're scared to be in that vulnerable state. They can't do it for whatever reason.
I think it's weird because it's like when women are in that feminine position where it's like we embrace it and we do it and we own it, we get flat for it. You know what I'm saying? Like if we get flat for it because it's like other people, you know, they want to throw out the whole, oh, you a pick me, or oh, you a pick Misha, or you know, oh, you doing all that. But in reality, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole goal, you know, if it's a woman and she wants to get married and she wants to have a family and have all of those things, well, ultimately the man has to pick you because he's the one that's spending the money on the ring. He's the one that's proposing to the woman. We're not proposing to men. Y'all are proposing to us. So it's like, yes, we do want to get picked. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we get flack for it, and it's kind of hard too because it's like there are situations where, you know, some women, they are in a relationship and it's not even, and the thing with the relationship is like it's not supposed to be a codependency thing. It's supposed to be interdependent.
Interdependent, yeah, right.
Like some women, they kind of take too much of a backseat, and it's like when shit kind of goes left, they're like, then it's like, okay, he leaves you, and then you're just like, okay, now what are you gonna do? But it's like that's having that balance also, where it's like interdependent. Like, okay, my boyfriend, okay, he has this thing. I work too. You know what I mean? I got my own business and whatever. But it's like we still come together because we still help each other. We're still, you know, I'm still supporting him and thing or whatever. Right. The whole thing is like, you know, it's supposed to be interdependent. And a lot of women, you know, mainly the ones that like to use the whole pick me term and everything, they always like to think of the worst case scenario. You know what I mean?
And that thing, that pick me shit, you know, most of the time, that pick me when women are in their masculine, they on that pick me and they all into that shit. Most of the time, is just for other women. It's not even like, it's just from the validation of other women, just so other women don't fucking bash them and don't look at them a certain type of way. Because women are going to go with the affirmation, where they get more affirmation from, more validation. And if they get more validation from other women telling them not to do this, not to be this for men, do this, treat them like, you know, like that, they're going to go that way. And for you to be, you know, on the opposite end, that took a lot of fucking heart and balls. You know what I'm saying? I respect you for that because, and especially you growing up with, women telling you to be like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I don't know where the hell you got that self-awareness from. Like I applaud you. I applaud women like that. That's
she definitely got
honestly like it's
a reason why she's the only one who said what she said. When out of all of them, you know, it's a reason why, right? Like, and that's why she's the only one
in the relationship. You know what? You know what's called? You know what's called?
Right? That's how she got it. That's what I was telling the girl. It's how, she's worried about getting a marriage. She wants to do things once I have the marriage. The problem is you got to do the work before the marriage, before the relationship starts. Right. You got to qualify for the marriage. She thinks she's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen out of nowhere. She's expecting. This is why she's still single. She's expecting something that's not gonna happen. And she's like, I got a whole bunch of guys to fuck you. There's a big.
That's what they want, right?
I'm pretty sure you do, right? I'm not knocking that, but there's a big difference than having a whole. I promise you, 99% of them guys are only trying to have sex with them. Maybe 1%, if that, wants to be in a relationship.
She probably even like the motherfucker that want her. I'm sure.
Exactly. That's the fact.
That's the problem. You don't even like the motherfucker.
Let me say something controversial too, because it's a trending thing. This is why. This is no disrespect. This is why the brothers date outside their race. See, because you know we hear Brazil and Colombia, see the women on their competitive ego shit, they think we just want the fat asses. They don't understand that women that outside that they African American are raised a little different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So they just are like, oh yeah, they all like them and them asses is fake. No, they don't. We don't gotta tell them shut the fuck up because they say sorry for raising my voice. You see the difference?
I'm experiencing the shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna predict the future on my genius shit. If you not locked in a relationship, because see, this is the thing about evolution. People don't usually recognize evolution when they're living in it. This shit is over, bro. But we're like our kids will look at 2000 and you know how just shit is and just how the 70s motherfuckers was having bell bottoms and then it went to the 80s, but you don't feel the evolution because it's happening day by day.
It's happening.
The dating shit is over, bro. If you're not locked in 10 years, you're not. The relationship shit is over. The women have taken over to be the man now. They don't give a fuck about being faithful. They don't give a fuck about the look of being a hoe. What used to keep women from being hoes is the perception of what a hoe was. Not even the action of a hoe. They don't want to be pointed at. Remember back in the day, they'd be like, that's the dick sucking bitch. You see? Now the dick sucking bitch is getting the bag. In 10 years, if you're not locked in, you can have in all relationships are just going to be favorites only. There isn't because even right now, the people that are getting married, I bet you if you sit 10 married people down and ask them why they getting married, they ain't gonna say shit about God, niggas. Bet you that. Oh, because he makes me this, and he's the best I ever had. Because and marriage is for the Lord. That's the whole fucking purpose of it. It's not, we love each other so bad, let's commit. No, nigga, it means marriage is not even meant for divorce. And see, people are trying out marriage now. People ain't getting married because it's their best option. People be like, well, shit, people getting married like, shit, we've been 10 years, we might as well do it. Or shit, baby, I'm tired of getting caught cheating on you. I'll give you the ring you asked for. And then the shit goes left, but look at the structure. If you ain't in a relationship in 10 years, you're going to be in a companionship. This one-on-one shit is over. And I tell you, and Zay knows, because Zay been coaching for a long time. The people, see, even me, I was almost like the women. I thought I knew what player game type niggas look like. It's niggas that look and that seem like they game tight and don't have shit. And then it's these put together dudes who seem like they would be Michael B. Jordan type cats, and behind the scenes they be married, kids, thirsty, going on vacation. How can I get it? How can I get it?
Yeah, all the time.
All these niggas are cheating.
Well, that's it, great.
Bro, I mean, in these group chats, everybody, all they care about is ass and shit. But then you see these guys' Instagram, they just looking conservative, square as fuck. So I'm like, okay, well, that's why I wrote a book. Well, they all do, like, because you think the Chads and the Tyrone. No, it's the regular ones y'all think is safe. See, the thing is, they don't have rotations. But they don't pass up opportunities though. So they may not have 4 or 5 bitches hitting them up all day. But when they go to DR, they fucking the work party, the girl that been choosing on them and he been crying on her shoulder for the last 3 times you didn't cuss them out. They're fucking. It's happening.
Yeah.
Nah, I definitely agree. First of all,
damn son, where'd you find this?
You spent some fire right there, man. I agree with everything you said, man. Literally, and I just want to say this: what you said. The problem is they took away shame. Right? Yeah. I remember back in the day, and I grew up like I'm from the '80s, right? Back in the day, women were, and as I grew up in the '90s, women before, like you see now, women will publicize them being strippers, right? There was a time in life where you didn't even know a girl was a stripper. I remember I used to say, yo, you couldn't even find a stripper before, right? You didn't know who was dancing or not because it was coveted. Whereas now girls will happily disclose what they do. Just so you can pull up. They don't care. Right? There's no more shame. There's no more shame for being hoes. Girls will talk about being hoes, getting trains ran on them. They don't care anymore. There's zero shame. Before, like just now, the girl thing, right? Before, girls were scared to show their body, scared to do certain things, scared to show their ass, scared to do it. Now they don't care. There is zero shame nowadays, right? And
for the dudes too. Let me throw the niggas under the bus too.
No, that's a fact.
Dudes, because the player is cats be the hardest simpering.
Facts. Yo, who's wearing dresses now, right? The problem is, even with dudes, right? Even with dudes wearing dresses and pink nail polish, all this weird shit. The problem is, shame was taken away. Once shame was removed, that's why dudes nowadays are more feminine, women are more masculine, right? Once shame was removed, it allowed for freedom to do the dumb shit that they're doing now. The problem for women, the problem is though, right? With women, it disqualifies them from a lot of relationships. Because guys doing weird shit, they're doing weird shit, but if they got money, as you can see, they're still able to somehow circumvent their situation, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas women, it's a detriment to you because now the guys see you doing all this, promiscuous shit, showing your body, getting sex, sticking 18-inch dildos up your pussy for $4.99 a month, all of those stupid shit doing, right? And and then they actually think they deserve commitment. I know girls personally who do OnlyFans, right, for $3.99 subscriptions, stick dildos up beside them, and then get mad when a man doesn't want to take them serious. And that's the problem, right? Their mind is really warped nowadays. It's like,
but most of the time, see, it don't even be sometimes because a lot of men, like I said, they took away the shame. So a lot of these men don't even give a fuck if a girl is promiscuous or doing the OnlyFans. Most of the time, it be these girls just having horrible ass fucking behavior. You know what I'm saying? I've seen promiscuous women be with a dude, treat them all good, maintain the dude and shit like that. But the other girls, it be them other ones that be trying to, manipulate. They don't understand that it's their own fucked up ass behavior, their own fucked up warped ass delusion, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Zay, how long does it last? So are the women getting guys that's promiscuous? For sure, they're getting them, right? Yeah. The problem is it doesn't last.
Yeah, and that's true. It don't sometimes,
Y'all seen Kim Kardashian dude broke up today? Y'all seen that one?
Oh, I don't even pay attention. They broke up.
Pete Davidson, Kim Kardashian.
I seen that. I seen it today. And that's I already knew it was gonna happen. And this is my point, right?
Her Kanye might get back together. She might have just used him to piss Kanye off to get him to act right.
Yeah, listen, man. But see, this is the problem, though, right? This is the problem, right? A lot of women is they're getting the guys because they may be attractive more. They have some type of sexuality going on. But I promise you, they're not retaining these men. And the men that they're going for are men who are like people like, for instance, like he just said, Kim Kardashian, right? She's able to attract men all day tomorrow, but the retention rate is very low. Her marriage is the longest one with the man who's her baby father, right? And probably because she had kids with him. The retention rate is very low. It's like
Kanye was obsessed with her too.
Exactly, right? Any promiscuous behavior, typically, eventually a guy's gonna realize, yo, what the fuck am I doing? Like, yo, I am bugging out. Especially a guy of means, right? Because he can get other women. Personally speaking, I think these guys are retarded, right? Like Kanye, right? Why is he sipping for Kim Kardashian, bro?
Right.
The girl he was after her, you can literally replace her.
Yeah.
They
look bad
once they had money. A lot of guys get their first real experience with women a lot of times is when they have money. And unfortunately, when you have money, you're not able to really understand certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because it clouds your reality sometimes. If you didn't learn things you should have learned long before you had the money. So, to me, I think because bro, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, bro, let her go. Like, she's a liar. Like, bro, let her go, man. Let her go.
And the thing is, too, the most ironic part about it too is the women who are promiscuous, the women who do the OnlyFans things, the women who do all of that shit, when they do get with a certain dude, which is usually those beta males who fucking, accept those, they can't even respect that man because he picking a woman like her.
Bro, I see it all the time.
You like me, like nigga, you know what I do, like, and it's not even on a conscious level; it's a subconscious thing. They can't even respect his ass now, and then they don't even like. That's why they end up not being able to keep his ass and not liking him because they like. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you dealing with someone like me? They know they ain't shit. A lot of women know when they ain't shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Women know when they ain't shit. So when a guy is settling and really taking a woman like them serious, they can't respect him because they don't even respect themselves.
Because you know what it is? She knows she didn't earn it.
Right.
Deep down inside, she knows she ain't shit herself. She know I ain't shit. She says she know everything. They're like, yo, why you with me? I had girls with me, yo, that was doing all kind of shit, stripping, doing all kind of. First thing they tell you, why you with me for? They know they don't deserve you. They know this shit, bro. They know deep down inside. So the moment they act out, do dumb shit for you yourself to end up disqualifying them.
They just hurry up and get blue checks so we can coach these athletes. They be the stupidest ones. Man. We gotta get these blue checks, bro, so we can get these 5 bands per hour, bro, with these famous
They starting to follow me too. These motherfuckers
they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do the blue checks to charge it.
Yeah. A lot of people stand like they trying to follow my ass. Like even I had a celebrity follow me. I don't know if I don't know. He had a blue check. I don't know what the fuck, but I got these motherfuckers follow me. Them motherfuckers need game too, bro. I'm telling you. Like I said,
they do.
They didn't game more than anybody. They be the biggest sense.
Men who got money and shit like that, whether they tricks or whatever, they still gonna have women. But the tricks and shit like that, they hate themselves because they only got to use their money to get women. They want to learn how to fucking, you know what I'm saying, not be able to do this shit. They want to find a woman that's actually gonna like them for them. So
for them, exactly.
They have it just as worse. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they got it the worst because a lot of dudes, right? They're able to get women a lot of times once they have the money. So they lead with their wallet. Even if they don't do it consciously, it's probably subconsciously, right? Because they don't know how to attract women any other way. So they're not even good with dealing with women. So that's why they end up becoming simps. It's guys nowadays. That's another thing, right? Guys nowadays glorifying being simps.
Yeah, you hear it in the music a lot.
Those same women do not respect them.
No.
Those same women are putting hands on them in the street, disrespecting them on live, getting on, sending, posting pictures about them, like literally violating these same men that simped on them. Why? Because a woman would never respect the man that leads with his wallet. I don't care who the man is. I don't care who the woman is. If you lead with your wallet, she will not respect you. Now, I'm not saying don't buy girls things that don't do nice things for her. What I am telling you is when you simp for women, just because her looks or some stupidity like that, it never ends well, man. It never, because she can't respect you because you don't respect yourself.
Right.
You got something to say, Alfie? Or I can't hear him. Hold on, wait.
Oh, I think you're muted.
You're on mute, bro.
I'm muted. Hey, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I got you now. My fault, man.
I don't know, man. It's just a trip how things can just be so simple, and even me. And like I said it on AV's show. I called in one time, and we had a big laugh. Shout out to AV, and I said what I said was I've been treating bitches like shit since the 90s, and I don't like it. Like, but it's what gets the results, though, bro.
I seen that video.
Yeah, it even be ones that I'll be like fucking with for hella long, and then I be feeling like, all right, they earned it. Let me start being nice to their ass. Then they start doing it.
Start doing the dumb shit, bro. I said that shit a few weeks ago. I said that same shit. Kind of thinking about your video, and I was like, "Yo, I want to do something. I'm about to go on a trip to go see my." Now I'm like, "Yo, let me do something like this. Go do some dumb shit. Nah, gotta get fucked this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'll do some stupid shit. You can't even be nice to these girls nowadays. It's like they only respect a certain type of behavior.
Right.
Nowadays they're so used to it. They're so used to men that because they all go after the same type of guy. So they're all used to these type of guys that treat them a certain way, right? It's the reason why good guys finish last because no one deals with the good guy. So they don't understand how a good guy even operates. They complain about the guys like like a me, like the guys who want to have sex with them or guys who want to play your guys, right? But these are the guys they want. These are the guys that they're aroused by. So it's ironic, and it's like why do you complain about these guys? Why do you have an issue with these guys? But you're dealing with them constantly. You're going after the exact same avatar of man that complaining about the results you get. It's insanity.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because women, the thing is though, and there's something I talk about in my course. You know what I'm saying? If anybody out watching, I'm coming out with a course, man. That's almost fucking dying. Actually, coming out with 2 courses, but one. But women have two. They have 2 attractions. It's the conscious attraction and the subconscious attraction. The conscious attraction is, I want a guy. The conscious is one. I want a guy who put me on a pedestal, who always there for me, who give me all his attention, who does this, and then the subconscious attraction is which really is her sexual attraction. Is the dude who's more dominant. He's in his masculine. He about his shit. He on his grind. He's ambitious. He ain't paying her no fucking attention. He put her ass in her fucking place.
Oh, his thing went out.
They're not gonna come out and fucking come out. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? The feminist and the pick me.
You froze.
I'll say this: these bitches gonna get mad because I'm gonna fuck around.
Start talking my shit go crazy, man. Fuck. I was on a tangent.
Like
What's the last thing y'all heard?
What happened?
Man, fuck.
We heard you said pick me.
Pick me.
Internet hating on me and shit, man. I'm telling you, it's fucking Africa in there. Huh? Yeah, so the pick me, the shit, like I said, but they don't want to, they just say they feel that. So consciously, they say they want this, and then the subconscious is always gonna win. Subconscious is 95% of everything we do. So the subconscious is always gonna fucking win. So if you consciously, the women, that's why women when they talk, no, I don't like that type of guy, but I end up being with him is because that's your subconscious. Your subconscious is already hardwired for you to go get this certain type of man. So that's why they always having conflicts, and they all over the place, most of the fucking time.
I want to add something to that too, which baffles me as a woman, because it's like I know actually know a girl. I used to be friends with her. I'm not friends with her no more. And she, she was on her grind. She was in college and everything, working towards getting the degree. And she had guys that were after her. Like, we went to school together. She had guys that liked her and did stuff for her, bought her shit, everything, the whole 9, dates, all that. And then when she got with this one dude, and he was a pookie. Like, he didn't have no job. He had like kids all over the place. He had, I don't know how many baby mamas he had. And it was crazy because it's like, you educated, and you got all these other guys, like quality guys, chasing after you, and this is the type of guy you picking. Like, what? And she would always, and years later, they were together for a while, and then they were kind of on the rocks for a while, and she would always bash him and be like, my baby daddy ain't shit, and they ain't shit, and this and that. And I would just kind of look at her and I'd be like, well, you picked them though. But I don't. And then she would, she would say that, and then she would kind of want me to be like, oh yeah, girl, I know he ain't shit. Oh yeah, like kind of like want me to validate that. And I would look at her. I would look at her and I would kind of and I'd be like, well, shit, that's your problem. I don't got that problem over here. Like, my ex and I ain't together, but he still takes care of his daughter and he still does what he got to do. So I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? So she kind of felt some type of way, but I noticed that it's crazy because it's like there's some women out here that are really educated.
That's just what it is. They want to be able to say, oh yeah, he fucking up. They love not being accountable. And it was one day in coach. His name was Eddie Fuse. He said there's one thing. This is what I tell. Hopefully my damn Wi-Fi don't go out. And this is what I tell a lot of dudes. The dudes who get the most women is the losers and the winners. It's the dudes in the middle who have the hardest fucking time with women.
Yeah.
Oh, he always go out. Listen, guys, this is African internet, man. It's the Ethiopian internet.
Oh no.
It's worse than Xfinity.
Oh no. He was getting to the good part too.
Right? He was getting that good part too.
Good part.
Well, let me say this because I might check out and take my dogs out and do a couple of things.
Go ahead, Poppy.
Appreciate you for having me.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
First off. Second off, this is even just and like I say, I'm just realistic. I don't really care if I piss people off. This is real shit. Like,
yeah.
Out of all the women, and even out of us dudes, regardless of our type, like you got the best energy. So if we were to play Love Connection, we were to choose you, they get pissed off, but because they don't understand what dudes like.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? You see how Zeus? You see how there's no more debating?
Mm-hmm.
You see how the debate turned to a conversation. It's not bro.
Because you know what it is? That's a fact. I'm glad you mentioned that because it's crazy how, like you said, once those girls who wanted to, who debate,
and they were cool. I'm not saying it like that.
No,
so,
they were great.
Yeah.
Listen, they were entertaining. They were great. Had great energy. I like their whole personality. The problem what I'm saying is though, Stella understands what we're saying, right? It's why Stella's in a relationship. It's why she can agree and there's no debate here, right? Because what we're saying makes sense.
Yeah.
The other girls were saying that it was, like what? I said something, they're like, what? What you mean? That's misogynistic, but when she hears this, it's like it makes sense. It's the reason why it makes sense to her, right?
Mm-hmm.
She knows what she's looking for. She's actively going after what she wants in life. Whereas other girls, hold on. Oh, sorry, wait. Whereas some other girls, they're not seeking a relationship, man. They're not really, maybe not.
I thought somebody was in the bed. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, man, what is that?
No, that was another video reaction, but we're gonna do it another day because this thing has been going long enough. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but damn, what was I gonna say? Women like even me. I've dated women, but I've never like went public with a girl. Just because I'm private like that, but I'm just saying, like I fuck around, settle down with a 6.9 because as I get older, the shit that I care about is changing. And I'm just saying, I'm leaning towards the woman who can two things: give me peace and make my life easier. And what that look like, I don't know what it's gonna look like. But
let me ask you a question before you leave. I do want to know. So, what's the plan? Are you planning on trying to get married, or are you trying to just settle down?
No.
All right, smart. Are you trying to settle down with one girl? And there goes Zay right there. Are you trying to settle down with one girl and and just call it a day, or are you still gonna do your player shit? Not mess with that girl. What's the plan?
I'm not trying to settle down at all, but I'm not open if I found a situation or one or two girls or something in the work. Cool, but I'm not searching or wanting it though. I still ain't got $1 million, bro. I done had hella hoes before. I done had hella hoes and threesomes and shit. I know that shit going. I feel good, but how does $1 million feel? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Maybe if I could get every dollar ever made in my life, that was $1 million. But then all my shit, I ain't gonna have none of that. So then But yeah, man, appreciate you for having me. Good chopping it up, and wait for the next one. Y'all make sure y'all follow me or whatever. And you need to start clipping your shits too, bro.
Clipping what?
Clipping your shits, bro.
I know. AV told me the same thing. I'm start clipping them. This was a 5 o'clock. I'm gonna clip this one right here. I gotta work on the whole clipping thing. I gotta work on how to clip all that shit.
Yep. And emphasize for people to sub to you, because you'll be surprised at how many people will watch you and won't hit that bell.
I know.
It had been niggas who I didn't have panels with and been on my panels every week, and then I didn't even know they wouldn't subscribe to me and shit.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because people just watch your videos. Because if you watch like 2 or 3 people videos, you'll get them fed to them. People won't subscribe to it, or people just be haters. Like I do little funny shit. Like if I'm about to hit a landmark, like say on Instagram, I'll be like, "Hey, we finna hit 10,000 on this shit." I'll lose followers. Niggas do shit like that.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That I've been knew about. That's a fact.
So now I don't do those type of announcements anymore. Like, oh, we about to hit 20,000. Like, I don't do that.
They unfollow on purpose just because they heard that. They're on purpose. That's a fact.
Yep.
That's a whole
up, ain't it? Yeah, that is. That's petty, bro.
Try it. What you got on Instagram? When you got 20, when you get close, when you get 19 something, start saying, let's get to 20. I bet you start dipping.
That's a fact. Yo, Zay, I think your thing is going out.
I didn't do that shit. I learned my lesson.
As soon as you go to talk and do the same thing.
They do that. They be assholes, bro. Just like these streams and shit. Like, nigga, Zay know. When I used to do these streams every fucking morning and shit, I can emphasize like a motherfucker. Drop a comment. They'll watch this shit. Don't drop no fucking comments.
That's the first thing I do. Is when I come in, subscribe, like, and then I listen to it a little bit, see what's going at. Comment each as I go. Keep commenting as I go. But a lot of people, they probably I don't know why they don't subscribe. It's free to do it. It's free to literally click a button and say I like. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the problem, bro? Like, they don't even want to engage. Even to say a comment, it's free to do. They don't want to comment. Rather than negative comment, they won't comment at all to make sure they don't help your algorithm.
Yeah. I say the only way, I've never done it before, but the only time I would actually think I would put forth, I still probably wouldn't do it, but just a flip of a coin, it was like some racial type shit. That'd be the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still probably wouldn't do it, but I'm saying it would take for that. Like, I couldn't watch a video and it just pissed me off, and I'd be like, you know what? I'd just be like, man, that shit was hella weird. That nigga's a fucking idiot. Anyways, man, y'all have a good night, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Peace. Follow me on the gram.
Yeah, yo, Afi, tell me where they find you at, Afi.
Oh, follow me at International AFI or AFI Kingdom Books. Those are my two main ones.
You going live tomorrow, bro? You going live?
And mention your YouTube.
We're gonna. Oh, the YouTube is AFI Kingdom. No, I'm going live. I'm going live on Monday with LDA, and then I think me and China and LME may do something else. It just depends on LDA's schedule because I'm off. So.
Oh yeah, yo, what's up with the China joint?
Huh?
What's up with the China joint? I didn't even know who that was.
Who?
She was like, you know who that was, bro?
Who?
The China joint.
The China joint.
Yeah.
China what? Yeah. Yeah. Me and China White go back. I knew her for years, bro.
She been podcasting for a while.
Yeah, I kind of was the one behind pushing her to do it. So that's how I do. Like, we cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't no funny
a lot of
shit.
people. I ain't gonna hold you.
It ain't no funny shit like that. We cool.
No. I said you helped sprout a lot of shit. So that's crazy, man.
That's how I know I'm gonna be rich, because the universe gonna give it all to me back at once, and I'm gonna piss on everybody's head.
So you guys know, man, he helped me with my page and everything, man.
I can't wait to take a shit on people's faces.
I know you're coming, my niggas. I know you're coming, man. Just keep leading from the front, man.
Yeah.
I would tap in. Y'all hit me up.
All right, man. I'm gonna tap in one
Right.
Yo, Zay.
Yo.
Tell everybody where to find you before you go out again, man. Hopefully your shit will go out.
You said what? I ain't hear you.
Tell everybody where to find you at before your thing goes out.
Hey, man, y'all can find me especially on TikTok at Zay_DBE3. You can find me on Instagram, Zay_DBE. And y'all can find me on YouTube as well. Just put Zay DBE or Double Edge, man. You can find me on all platforms. I'm out on all digital platforms. So, man, y'all stay tuned. I got a course coming soon. So, man, stay tuned.
Definitely, you guys. Follow him and subscribe to his YouTube channel. And check out his TikTok. Did you mention your YouTube channel as well?
Yeah, Zay Double Edge or Zay DBE. It doesn't matter. Well,
okay.
Zay Double Edge, yeah, it don't matter.
Stella, tell everybody where to find you at.
You can follow me on Instagram, Stella_the_MT. Follow my business page too, Zen Therapy _massage. I also got a TikTok page. I'm gonna be pushing that pretty soon too. Zen Therapy Massage as well. Gonna add some funny content, just adding like some value to some tips, things like that.
Okay. Let me read more
comments. I got a question for her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead.
So it ain't got nothing to do with no.
Wait, hold on, Zay. Let me read these comments real quick. Hold on. That liquor hitting. She got her titty all in the chin. Women are men with pussies nowadays. That's a fact. And nowadays, they are definitely masculine as hell. Mm-hmm. Toronto, aka Toronto, women care about money, not family. Now that's a fact. That is a fact, bro.
Yeah.
They do not value relationships or families now. They value money. That's it. That's the one thing women look for in a man nowadays. There's nothing else but that. But go ahead, Zay. Ask your question.
Yo, so I got for like a couple months, man, I've been a little bit dizzy and discombobulated, and it's been on my left side. I've been having pain on my left side, but it's been going all the way down to my neck, like from right here on my head all the way down to my neck and shit. And I got like a little. I just found out yesterday. It's a little inflammation back here on the back of my neck, near the back of my head. Mm-hmm. Should I what should I keep getting this shit massaged, or because it's making me have vertigo and shit like that, and I'm just not finding this shit. Do I or whatever? You think about that?
I would say to get it checked out by a physician. Make sure it's not nothing serious. Make sure it's not like anything,
Yeah, I got an MRI on my brain to make sure ain't nothing serious. My brain is fine and shit like that. But it's just like I got a little lump back here, and it's like little, I don't know, but I'm gonna go get it checked out and shit. But it's like I said, it's been causing me getting headaches and shit. You know what I'm saying? Vertigo, fucking my neck right here been stiff and hurt. My back been hurting. That shit. Yeah,
what you playing? You playing a ball or something?
Nah, I ain't doing shit, man. I need to get my ass back in the gym, man. I lost so much damn weight being here, fucking Africa. I look like one of these motherfuckers. Shit.
Yo, when you come out here, man, I heard you name everywhere but come to New York City, man. You got to come to New York City, you heard?
Man, I'm gonna try to make it out there, bro. I'm gonna
really try. Man. I know Buffalo is wild.
I hate America, G. I swear I hate America, man. I hate it.
Yo, you know what it is? Because once you've been out there, it's hard to come back here, man. I already know. Man, it's hard to come back here, man.
Yeah, bro.
How's it been as far as I wanted to ask you this question?
Yeah, ask some questions. I'm gonna ask some questions.
Well, I had saw a video the other day. It was like a reaction video to a gentleman. He mentioned something on his TikTok. He has a passport. He's been traveling a lot, and he's obviously opened up his dating options. What have you noticed as far as with you you dating and traveling more? Like, what are some of the benefits that you've gotten from it?
That's a good question. Since I've been traveling, well, I haven't really been traveling. I just moved. Like I just got to move. I did a whole. My story is kind of different. I'm not like really a passport dude who just been traveling. But over here, it's just the benefit that I got was options. It was options to deal with more high quality, more humble women. Like, see, the thing is, you can find high quality, humble women in America, but here they're very more frequent. Like, you can find one. I could just walk outside right now and look right, and there's one right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was one of the biggest benefits of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could go back to America, come back and date and go through a fucking 50 women just to find one one quality woman, but here I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even really have problems with women like that in America. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't have, but here too, you know, it's cheap to live here, and I'm in Africa. You know what I'm saying? I know what it feel like to not be a black man. Like I know what it feel like to be the majority. You know, not to live amongst just stupid shit. Here it's very conservative too. Here, you know what I'm saying? So like. Y'all remember we was talking about shame and shit? There's a fucking lot of shame here in Africa. They don't play that LGBTQ shit unless you're in South Africa. They don't play none of that role for like it ain't no gender war or no gender, you know, it's 12. They don't play that shit here. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was dressed a certain way and we went to a hotel to go look at their gym. And they kind of was treating me, they was kind of treating us like, you know what I'm saying, like why y'all, you know, I basically was dressed like a fucking, not a thug, but like a little bit poor. I had on a fucking had some Crocs on, and then I had some army fatigue hoodie on, but I wasn't dressed properly. And you know, they was kind of treating us wrong. You know what I'm saying? It was like I said, shame there. It's treating us wrong. And then after we left, my friend, she was talking like, "Oh man, that's wrong. They shouldn't treat you like that just because all the way." I'm like, look, she like they you know, I hate that about my people. They shame me. I'm like, look, if you don't want shame and shit, take your ass to America. You know what I'm saying? That's why America is the way it is the fuck now. You know what I'm saying? Because they keep trying to take away shame. Honestly, they should be treating me like that. I should fucking
shame is already gone, bro.
You need to dress nice. You know what I'm saying? I should have been dressed fucking nice. You know what I'm saying? So if they treat me like shit, like I'm gonna teach my kids this. If you want to be treated a certain way, you gotta come correct. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's just, and that's just how this shit is. You know. But that's just one example.
Nah, I definitely agree with what he's saying. As I lived the country quite a few times. When I leave the country, one of the number one things is I notice, and this is off the bat. I mean, literally, and I think, first of all, let me preface this: gender roles to me exist for a reason. I think gender roles need to be upheld for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Once we got rid of gender roles, you know, once that second wave of feminism came back in 1965 or whatever. It changed everything, right? So I would say once they got rid of gender roles, marriage rates declined. Right? It tells you that gender roles was what worked. Now that we don't have those now, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of men becoming women becoming men, all this other dumb shit, right? And with that is, on top of that, you know, getting rid of shame made it so women can be free to do what they want to do. But women, just because something is possible now doesn't mean it's optimal. Right? It's not the best thing for women. It's actually the reverse, right? And now that they indulge in this freedom, like slut walks, all this other stupid shit, now made women now less desirable from a commitment standpoint. And guess what? They got what they want. They got what they were all chasing. They're gonna have sex with them. They're gonna use them for what they can use them for. And I promise you, get them to the curb. No man with any self-value wants a woman who, especially a woman who can't commit nowadays. And a lot of black women have a point of contention with commitment. And women I speak to, even in my regular day-to-day, they hear the word submissive, and the first thing they say, it never fails, I ain't no slave.
Right.
Like, you want a robot. I'm like, do you understand that submission in itself means femininity? So if you lack that, you lack femininity. How is it you require me to come to you as a masculine man, right? And my role is static, but you have to be optional. It makes zero sense. This is homophobic, bro. It makes zero sense, right? So I'm like, So I'm like, you can't. And I'm telling her like, yo, you can't see that slavery. Like you're seeing it the wrong way. And this is why women stay single. They're looking at things from a obtuse perspective, right? And you can if you think going around life doing what you're doing, you know what the problem is? Also, women don't want to self-improve. They don't want to accept that the man you want, you got to self-improve for, because they used to dealing with a bunch of dickheads. I just want to say to them, will accept them, because a lot of problem with the modern day woman is the modern day man. Right? The modern day man,
actually, that's the root problem.
Yeah, that's true.
What did you say?
That's true.
It's the root problem.
That's a root problem. That's the root problem. So I'm gonna be honest with you, right? It ain't, because a lot of it's doing with their upbringing, but most of it is and of course feminism, but a lot of it comes from the modern day man. The modern day man allows all this fuckery. Allows her to call out his name. The modern day man allows her to cut him off when he speaks. The modern day man allows her to put hands on him, smack him upside his head, talk crazy to him, disrespect him. This is why she's doing it. This is why when she comes up to a man like me or Zay or Alfie, whatever it can be, she's now thinking this shit is okay. He's gonna accept it too. And when she realizes he's not gonna accept it, she has an issue with it now. She can't operate, she can't function. And so she gets mad when you don't want to commit to her, but this is why. Just because Tyrone accept that dumb shit don't mean I will. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women, like I said, they get around these modern day men who tell them 50-50, I care about how much money you make. Please get you a bag so we could be a power couple and you could, you know what I mean? And they end up living off of them. I don't even care how much money you make. Man who's trying to live off you, I promise you, right? Now I'm not saying women shouldn't have something going on for themselves, but I promise you, bro, we don't. It's not that big of a deal.
It's not that big, right?
It's not that big of a deal because you're not taking care of me. There is no scenario where a woman take care of a man and is happy about it. Now, do women do it? Sure, but I promise you, there's a shot clock on that shit.
It is.
Women are not built to provision for a man long term, and the women that do eventually lose respect, start presenting the man, and at some point, the attraction dwindles. We're not built to We're not built to provision for a man long term. Even just like I said before, just because something's possible doesn't mean it's optimal, and that shit is not optimal. So any man, if y'all hear me right now, your girl taking care of you, paying those bills, and you sitting on the couch, you ain't doing shit. I promise you, that shit is on a shot clock. And you know the worst thing about that shit is? The worst thing is that man doesn't feel like a fucking man in his own home.
Right.
In his own home, she disrespects him every fucking day and reminds him he's a bum ass nigga.
Right.
Every argument, every chance she gets, reminds him he ain't shit. He a bum ass nigga. You can get the fuck out. Whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? All those. Guess what? When you live with a woman, you are stepping into her frame. I tell men, even my friends, I tell men all the time, yo, never live with a fucking woman. She has to come live in your house. Everybody house together.
When you want to see a real life terrorist, just go move in with a woman. I swear. I said, if you want to see a real life terrorist, just go live in with a woman.
That's a fact, bro. You want to see somebody? You want to see a real op, my nigga, a real life terrorist, like Zay said? Go live with a fucking woman. That's where you're gonna see one at. Go live in her house. I promise you're gonna see a real life terrorist. Yo, if y'all take nothing away from this podcast, yo, you never ever cohabitate in a woman's home. She has to come into your frame, man. Because whenever she controls the frame, guess what? She controls where the fuck you stay. She controls how you behave now. Because guess what? You could be homeless, nigga. You gotta get in line with what her program is. That's an uncomfortable position for any fucking man. I don't care how modern he is. No man wants to get on a woman's program. It's not fucking natural. It's not natural.
I want to say something about that because I've been in I was in a situation like that with a past relationship with my ex, and it's crazy because now that I think back on it, it's like, you know, I think back on it and I felt bad too because, you know, with his upbringing and everything, he didn't really have the tools and he didn't really have someone to really guide him and show him how a man's supposed to be and what a man's supposed to do in a relationship and how to take care of a family. So it was like he, you know, I'm not making excuses for him, but I kind of understand it more now. And, you know, he kind of was, you know, he's kind of just thrown into it. And I was kind of like, you know, we kind of, you know, we were young, you know, we had our kid really young, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, we were both still trying to figure shit out.
Wait. That's the problem with what you're saying, though, right? As a man, even if because no man has, most men nowadays come from single parent households.
Yeah.
So regardless of him not seeing a father provide or be a man, as a man, one thing about a man different from women is we live in a fact-based fucking reality. We know from a young age you gotta provide something. And not deal with women without providing. It's and we learn this up front. Our value needs to be required up front. So regardless of this upbringing, it doesn't make a difference. It's an excuse because it doesn't matter. For you, it's something you can play with, right? Women have that luxury of living with excuses. Men have to live in a fucking fact-based reality. So that's his upbringing. So he never knew how to. Nah, bro. Nah. You can get a girl. He have had sex with one woman. He had to bring some type of value. He had to have something going for himself, whether it's game, looks, something. Unless he's a virgin. If he's not a virgin, he had to bring some type of value. So he knew already from that point on, I gotta have value. I gotta build value as a man in order to get women. Men learn this on our own. Doesn't need to teach you that. You learn this shit on your own. It's great if he does teach you that because then you get a a head start. But you learn this at the day you start dealing with women, you learn that shit.
Yeah.
As a man, the day, as a matter of fact, the day you start even getting a trip with the women, you learn that shit because the women start curving you, ignoring you. I don't care how young that girl is. She still can do something. Bring her some type of chocolate milk, something. So the days you want to deal with a girl, you realize I gotta bring something to the table. I have to provide something to deal with women. So that's just a fucking excuse. I'm telling you, there's no reality where men do not realize that. I don't care who the man is. I don't care how ugly he is, how fat he is, how short he is, how tall he is, how strong he is, how rich he is. Every man learns that. You gotta bring.
And it was, and it's crazy because it was like, you know, growing up, like the relationship I had with my parents, like my parents, you know, they got divorced when I was a kid. Like I was young, and like, you know, the relationship they had, it was kind of chaotic and whatever. But it's like I always had my grandparents, so I was always able to see like a stable relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I grew up and I saw how my grandfather was and how he still is and how a man's supposed to be in a relationship. So when I got in my relationship, it was like, wait. This is not, the math is not mathing here. Like you're supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z. Like why are you not doing it? Or did that switch ever come? Like, are you ever gonna turn that switch on? Or like what's going on here? Like you're not doing what a man's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, it was like, okay, well, if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna have to do it. So it's like I'm doing everything, but then after a while, I'm like, wait, what the fuck are you doing? You just sitting there, just existing. Like you're not doing shit, you're not helping, you're not doing nothing. So after a while, it was like I had to kind of step in, and then you know, after a while, that's how you said like the resentment kicked in and everything. And when I started to step out of my relationship and I started to cheat, I cheated with men that had more than him.
Yeah. See, the thing is,
I already know how that goes.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Before you say, I can hardly hear you, Zay. Your thing going in and out. But let me say, wait, your thing is, but let me say something real quick. When men, we can hardly hear you, Zay. It's going in and out. But when women cheat on you, right? It's because you're deficient in something, right? And 95% of the time, she's gonna replace you with a guy who excels wherever you're deficient in.
Yeah,
guaranteed. That's why it pays more when you cheat versus when a man cheats.
Yeah,
it's gonna make a difference. She probably be ugly to you, bro. You give a fuck. But when you cheat, we know you qualify a man who's better than me to some degree that you don't mean in the first place.
Yeah. So
beyond you cheating in itself is a problem. That also is an added layer of disrespect and the ego, destroy you. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right, so are you thing working now?
You hear me?
You're still lagging. Go ahead a little bit though.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, look, now I'm gonna get up out of here, man, yo, because this shit acting crazy, man. But yo, man, thanks for having me on this shit, man. Thanks for doing all that, man.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Why are you trying to leave? We can hear you now.
Damn.
Man, this shit be hating, man. I gotta go to sleep, man. This fucking sun just came up, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. Yo, man, thanks for having me on
Yeah,
this
he
joint,
Ethiopia.
man.
Yo, guys, follow him, man. Check him out on all platforms, you guys. Appreciate you, Zay, for joining, man, for real, man. Because right now it's early morning for you to even be here. So I definitely I'm trying to get you for a minute, bro.
Shit, man. All right, thanks, man. What's her name again? What's your name? I forget.
Oh, Stella.
All right, man. It was nice talking to you, Stella, man. I'm gonna probably follow you on the gram or whatever, man. But all right, so
Yeah, all the extra ladies on the description, you guys. So follow as well as for the guests.
Shit. All
right, Gary.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, Stella, I appreciate you saying that, man. I appreciate you coming on the podcast, taking the time out. Got this thing on for 12 hours and 34 minutes. This is a record long. Appreciate you again. We're good having you. You've been a great sport. And you always stay the length. So thank you again.
Thank
you guys check out on all platforms. Check out on Instagram. You see it right there. Stella the MT. Give me 1 second. About to end this podcast right now. You got any more questions, Stella?
No, that's pretty much it, to be honest.
All right. So you guys check me out. Check out all the other podcasts that I uploaded right now. Please rewatch this podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Check me out on Instagram and all other platforms at Zeus X Unplugged. Again, also at Zeus X Unplugged. Please check out the merch as well at ZeusXPodcastStore.com. Again, that's ZeusXPodcastStore.com. Appreciate you guys. Peace.